bump. And we're live. Awesome. Cool. So I'll give you guys the link. And then I'll also post the link and I don't know, fucking Vassal, I guess.
Oh, that's the thing that justifies his existence. He can spark of the elements himself and then have a 4.
Be required. Is there a stream I can look at so I can figure out what cards we're looking at?
I'm posting this stream in our Discord, and then I'm probably just gonna post the stream in general for fucking Vassal, unless someone gets mad at me. But I don't know when they would.
It's because they hate you.
This is some like World Series level content. You should definitely post it there.
Yeah, we're all World Series players, right?
We are.
You're
not wrong.
They took away my champion hopeful tag.
Yeah, same.
I'm nobody now.
We're all nobodies.
Fair.
Hey,
it's easier to be a nobody than a somebody. So.
Hey, you're an official Vassal World Series streamer now, so.
Yeah. Actually, that makes him a somebody. That.
Oh, he just bonus action range 14.
Hey, you want to fix your spelling on tier list if I'm associated with the stream?
Oh God, Longton. Oh mother.
Oh
come
no.
on, bro.
Oh God, how could I? Yeah, okay, fine. I fucking.
You
graduated
law school.
Look, man, that's because autocorrect exists. I'm not blaming him. I'm just telling him I want it changed.
God. Update. There we go. I updated the title.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I have to change my fucking portrait, but I'll do that later eventually. All right, now we're just going to get in on the actual stream, starting and talk about the new models. Woo! We're going to make a shit tier list. Everyone's going to hate and disagree with everything we say. I realize my top tier currently says A++ instead of S++, which is
I mean,
needs
it
to be
gets the
changed.
message across.
Also, there needs to be 3 pluses. So realistically, it should just be triple S. We're fucking Japanese over here. All right, boys, and we're going to start with wonderful Mei Feng, which conveniently was one of the content reveals. So, I believe she was one of the content reveals, right? But I can't spell her name right, apparently, or I can't search this page.
MEIFANG.
It's not searching the page if I control F. So I just have to actually go find her.
Yep.
Title name was Foreman.
Foreman, yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason you can't search on the upcoming content reveals Malifaux page, which is annoying. But fun fact, if you use that page, you can just click their pictures and it gives you their cards, which is very convenient.
Oh, he's talking about Bigger Hat?
No, he's talking about
I'm actually talking about Weird Website. Weird Website actually did something relevant.
I didn't realize that. I was going off the Bigger Hat site.
Bigger Hat's great. I would use Bigger Hat, but I felt like this is a time to use Weird's website. Plus, the cards they give you have the front and back card next to each other. Now that you're looking at my website, instead of having to flip back and forth, so I figured this would be better for streaming.
Added that for their bot, but I guess hasn't added the website yet.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's get talking. Mei Feng. Good, bad, whatever.
She resolved a lot of the issues that the Open had.
Did she?
I think she's pretty competitive. I don't like the other Mei Feng. I don't know. I think this is this is different ranking than I'm used to doing. So
yeah, we have to actually
goes
tier
in
it.
the solid middle, like A plus-ish.
Agreed.
Really, you think it goes as far as A plus? I was thinking. Let's
model's
define.
Good. All right.
I might as well want to define a turn. SSS obviously is anything like bonkers broken, we think. At the moment, I'm leaning towards like, I don't know, maybe Titania, not Titania, maybe Nekima, but I'd have to see it more. S tier obviously is anything that's just hyper competitive, so what you'll be seeing in most tournaments. A plus tier is going to just be like the next tier round where good players will win with it, but you're losing a small bit of advantage. And then A tier is pretty much the same thing except for slightly worse. And then obviously BCT, you're just okay.
You want to challenge?
Yeah, B is like you kind of want to challenge. C is just bad, and D is unplayably bad. which I think almost old Mei Feng was kind of in, but that's a hot take.
Is it?
I don't know. When she could do the sparks and the belly.
We're not here to talk about old masters. Fuck
we're here about talking old
masters.
We're not gonna do the enforcers or minions or whatever shared cards they had. We'll bring those into our discussions on whether or not we think the master is good with the crew. But I'm not going to rank those fucking minions too. We have enough masters. So new Mei Feng. I mean, yeah, fucking hazardous damage is just great, right?
She goes to Value Town with just free pings off heated iron.
You have the Ivan thing where you can remove a scrap marker to reduce to 0.
Yeah, so it's hard to go in on her, and like she can actually make ride the rails where she wants to send people or go, as opposed to like right next to her.
Seem good.
And you spend 1 AP and you get a 5-stone model that's fucking tanky as shit, significant, and can do reasonable damage.
I'll just bring up her rock hopper, because you do probably hire
and it
this
also
guy,
makes
right?
more resources for the crew, so like, fucking makes me good.
Yeah. She generates so much scrap that if she's just standing in a spot, unless you can displace her, it isn't gonna.
And then she also just has the Value Town and Prop 2 invention for like Focus 2 and Fast.
Yeah.
That's true.
Across the entire card.
She makes 4 AP a turn and then summons a model.
Yeah, I forgot about the summon model.
5?
You're right.
5 with the Shepaside on her heel.
I wasn't talking about Shepaside on her heel. I was just talking about making 5.
I didn't even think about using Shove-Aside
on your own models. Oh yeah, you
charge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You hit
for
your model.
some reason, I just thinking that wouldn't be allowed
again, and you heal another one of your own models.
Yeah,
it's fucking like definitely A+.
Okay, I'll give it A+. You talked me into it. You got me into it. We'll go A+. Especially because I like the Rock Hopper. I think the Rock Hopper is going to be a pretty solid addition.
Yeah,
because it does the whole well, just his bonus action is kind of ridiculous.
We'll talk about this later, but like the Rock Hopper is the start of the discussion of me going, man, 10 Thunders had an interesting weakness where like they didn't have good ways to ignore armor, and then every fucking title has a way to ignore armor. It's like, okay, I guess you could just take away that weakness from the faction. Why not?
Look, it has to be. Look, they were missing a tool in the faction toolkit, and that had to be added.
You're right. I mean, we are the toolbox faction, right? So
you can't not have. Yeah, you can't not have more toolboxes. All right, I think we're good. I don't know how long we're going to talk about too much models. Rock Hopper is just generic good addition to Mei Feng. I think Mei Feng stands alone enough to get to A+. But yeah, I think that's about it. That sums it up. I don't think we have to talk too much more about it. We're going to go into the actual bad model, which is new McCabe.
Well, I think new McCabe's perfectly fine.
Yeah, what?
I think he gets like an A/B tier.
Yeah.
Where was new McCabe? I know he was one of these reveal ones I can bring up.
What's wrong with McCabe? Jeez.
Wrong.
He lost his horse.
Solid A/B tier.
He lost his horse. He got better min damage, and he made it so that your Jiragumo are defense 6, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a problem with defense 6 Jiragumo?
No, I just have a problem with McCabe being much worse. Okay, yes, fine. I also have a problem as an opponent.
Yeah.
But I don't know if defense 6 is going to be that much worse to make up for the fact that you lost old McCabe's card.
Old McCabe's card, after it was nerfed, was not that good. This guy is perfectly fine.
Dude, Cursed Object is so good. Come on.
It's okay. I don't know if it's so good. It's okay.
Yeah.
But what you're missing, Longton, is for something like Detonate Charges, you go, okay, is there an opponent anywhere on the board within 2 of any of my models? I spend 1 AP and I score Detonate Charges on my master.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can either stone or cheat for Glimpse of Gold to get a
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Right. I can be talked into him being situationally
but Landon,
good because of that.
Wastrels don't have any models that can cover ground really rapidly. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Hucksters don't exist. Anyway, take what you can carry is just a very efficient like you score your schemes at the end of the turn, right? Like if you just go last with McCabe and you're like, all right, I can score fucking spread them out. I take this action 3 times, and it's like, okay, cool. Or you score detonate by taking that action 2 times. It's like it gives you a very flexible way to just kind of score schemes. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
it.
it.
Carry is the sauce on that card.
Yep. Also,
yeah, but
like,
when that's not,
it's just like a nice.
I guess you can't use it on the same model more than once, but like it's still pretty good.
Sure, you can.
Yeah, scoring spread, scoring break line.
You can staggered if you have staggered to interact, and you can't move if you have staggered. You know, so like it doesn't do anything with repeated uses.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and they have nothing with nihilism.
But the fact that it just like works globally is pretty good.
No, yeah, anything with global actions is obviously going to be good. I guess I'm not trying to say like he's actually trash tier, because I guess I did actually make that a factor.
You did actually say he was trash tier.
Yeah, I guess since that's actually a factor. To me, non-competitive, I just ignore it, and I don't think this is going to be like a hyper-competitive model ever.
Longton's tier list only goes from S down to A+.
Yeah, which is why I had to bring you guys on so you can argue A to D for me, because otherwise it's triple S, S, and then everything else is just D. Where I would play casually with friends, but I would not run in a tournament.
If you want to play a model with precise because Guild is fucking busted as shit this edition, then McCabe is a perfectly valid choice to flex into, because you otherwise don't have a way to deal with hard to wound armor 1, right?
Yeah, when we get to new
that's
Guild,
when
it's
you'll
going
play
to be
McCabe.
a lot of
and
S's.
that's like a tool you want to have in your belt, right? Just because it's not the first model you reach for. I know you play like glue-eating factions like Rezzers and Explorers, where you just play the good shit that powers through everything, right? But like for people who play actual factions like 10 Thunders, who have to think, you just like have to know what your masters do and fish for good matchups. And he's still good at that.
I'll let you know that I don't actually think Nexus is that broken anymore. So I'm leaving Nexus. I'll have you know.
Cool.
Very much to the happiness of Goodman. No, someone posted in our chat. Yeah, Nexus tier only for a long time. Lucius McCabe. So I'm fine with B. That's where I think where I would put him right now. Solid A. All right, what's our 10 Thunders player?
If we have a distinction between A and A+, I think he's A.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I should get rid of that distinction.
Yeah, if you get rid of that distinction, then he's B and Mei Feng's A. I don't fucking know.
I don't think we need an A+.
I think A+ is a little fine-grained.
Yeah,
for this.
You're right. I think he's way too fine-tuned for this.
I mean, shit, we could probably get rid of D tier for that matter.
I'm gonna keep D tier because I think there's at least one master I would actually put that far down.
D tier might actually be a thing.
It's the same with like triple S. I think only like 1 or 2 masters would ever go there for me. Right. We didn't really talk about Corpse Curator. There's technically a few memes that are thought up where Corpse Curator Poison could actually do funny things in 10 Thunders.
Yeah, you also have to play McCabe to Corpse Curate.
Yeah.
So,
he's obviously really good in Rezzers, and we'll get to talking about that later.
Well,
but
that's a given. It's a Rezzers model. What do you expect?
In 10 Thunders, when you have to bring in McCabe, it's a pretty solid meme tier, and I think B is a good one for that actual meme. I don't think it's going to be that good.
Karis.
Jared, yes, probably. Honestly, that's definitely where I'm going to argue for that model.
Yeah, we'll get to there. Let's get on to Yan Lo.
Right?
SSS is going to be like Terra, Karis, and
it's the Cancer.
We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah.
Sure.
Let me go quickly scroll through and find our Yan Lo, who I'll just get to talking about. I don't like him.
I think he's fine. I think he's got uses.
Yes, really. Where is he? How many times have I scrolled by him? I've had to
like 4 times. He was early, if I remember.
He was really early, I thought.
He's with
there he is.
Oh yeah, right here. He looks so different.
You were literally just staring at him.
All right, here's Yan Lo. I'm gonna have to scroll out a little bit so you can see the upgrade on him. SSS obviously Curious one. I don't know. We're going to Yan No. Definitely Yan No. He obviously is getting some nice value with Clear the Path. I guess. Card draw is nice. Incorporeal built on his card is nice. Having actual stats on his card starting out is nice. Not as nice as it used to be, but I'll talk from the Reddit's perspective of him. I don't like his obey that much, actually. It's not bad, obviously, having an obey. You only have it built in, though, if you're targeting retainer models with upgrades. Like, ugh.
But that's what you want to be obeying.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a built-in friendly obey with the optional flex of being an offensive obey.
No, yeah, only friendly when it has a retainer model with an upgrade on it.
Yeah, but like if you're hiring this Yanlo, then you're taking your pile of retainer models and putting upgrades on them.
Taking fucking retainers then. Like
I mean, I guess you do get your upgrade on the relevant model literally on deployment.
Like
but
you're building a list for this.
Jackie. Yeah,
you don't just this. Yeah, like the OG Yanlo is very much.
Let me point this out for you, Longton. Izamu is also a retainer, right? So you don't have to do it on the minions. You can still do it to your enforcers, right?
I know. It's pretty much Izamu is who you're doing it to. But like Izamu's an ancestor. So you want to do it on non-ancestors.
They're also retainers. You
don't get the focus then.
Sure, but like...
sad. I know. I love an extra AP, but it's costing a master action. You're trading a master action for it. Instead of doing Yanlo's old gun, which was quite honestly very good, you're now obeying Izamu to take an extra attack.
Or
I mean, his gun is strictly better on the first 2 turns of the game, which are arguably the most relevant turns of the game, and situationally the same on the following 3 turns.
I don't know. It's situationally the same. His gun was a stat 7 attack on the.
Okay, well, if you're targeting a defense 5 willpower 6 model, it's basically the same.
Sun King, what is the only retainer that's not an ancestor? That's an interesting one.
No.
I'm
there are plenty of
the non-minion ones. The non-minion ones.
Sure.
He is. I just went through all of them.
I don't think I'm ever going to like
obey Sun King.
Sun King, especially since he doesn't really use focus.
Hey, if you really need a heal,
you don't do that with focus.
It's true, but
tactical.
Sometimes you need the heal, and then he'll just have focus later.
But if I were to like,
and it doesn't matter if it's a tactical. It matters if it has a duel
from
against the opponent model.
Thunder's perspective. Yeah, I like old Yanlo much better. This Yanlo, I think, is playable, so I would put him probably in like B tier.
We're not.
I would also put old Yanlo in like S tier. So like, I think this gets like a solid B tier. I would B tier him above McCabe if we're ordering these.
He has like a lot of utility.
We'll order them. I'll order them.
Okay.
I can see it above McCabe. New model. We didn't talk about it much because I don't think it's that particularly
honestly
amazing.
I gotta actually like play it, but I could see that he could also A tier below Mei Feng as well. Just because like Stonehole in the World could be that good. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
like if you just fucking run your Komeno 3 times up the board to his deployment zone, and then you just like start fucking shit up with like, there's now an activated 50 mil in front of all of your models.
Yeah,
like that could fuck up some shit.
Well, you can't hole in the world to your own model.
No, hole in the world his model 50 mil that's already activated. Or something, because you're playing into like Euripides or some shit, and you're like, all right, your unpack's fucked.
You don't have a focus though. All right, I mean, you need focus to get around like concealing, which is kind of annoying. And
not if there's no concealing that you're drawing through.
Right.
And you have plenty of movement to try and get around it or into it. Because your fucking model is. You have all of the movement on the model that brings you there for 21 inches, and then you have a bonus, and then you have a place from that bonus that has to be within fucking 3 inches of the model.
Yeah.
You got plenty of ways to be to be wherever the fuck you want with this guy, right?
Have you read Ancient Anchor? It's really fucking good.
Well, I think the biggest meme is just going to be using the Yanlo upgrade and then attaching it to a bunch of minions and then bonus action Yanlo to take a bunch of actions. Because you could technically just shoot like 10 times with this model.
Yes, that you can obey your own master now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's really fucking good. Like, you walk, yank him up, have him obey, shoot, throw the upgrade.
Well, it has to be, you have to have a bunch of models within 3 of another model, but most of the time you're passing it off and obeying themselves. We talked enough about this. Okay. I think I were right.
I'm putting it below Mei Feng, but above McCabe.
Enough to go into A, though?
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm with Landon.
Why not? Goodman, you're the deciding vote. I'm with B.
Hole in the World is extremely good. It's like a pull trigger if you didn't have to commit your master into the entire enemy crew.
I might underestimate. I mean, I love Hole in the World. We'll see. Yeah, okay. Below Mei Feng. I'm fine with that. I might put him in B, but we'll see.
Yeah.
As I said, new model. Here's the card for his enforcer. It's whatever.
Hey, Kenshiro's cool.
Decent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try it sometimes.
I think he might be a little better in Vix.
I mean, it's going to be pretty nice to hand out.
I think he's going to be super cool in the original Yanlo because, like, being able to move something, 6 to 8 inches on turn 3-4, very different from pushing.
Yeah.
And tactics tokens are just pretty neat.
Well, I actually really like the clear path upgrade. You can give, like, incorporeal. Giving Izamu abilities to move through terrain and other models is pretty strong.
Yeah, honestly, like, I already took a 2 soulstone upgrade to do this a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And, like, so if I could just pay 5 soulstones more to get this dude, sometimes I'd want that, you know?
And
he's got some bullshit.
He's definitely good.
Defense 6 on incorporeal, stat 7 attack, ignores armor. It's just good.
Yeah. Alright, let's keep going. Who do we have next? Asami. I like new Asami.
C or D tier from me.
That brutal.
Yeah.
I know you didn't like her that much.
That much.
She seems strictly fine. Like, she's fun and
strictly
cool,
fine to me is B.
No.
Alright, why do you
hate... me with B, I have to have a legitimate reason to put it on the table. And the only legitimate reason I have to put Asami 2 on the table is because it was fun.
Really not use find? Nope, I can't use Control F. So depressing. Alright.
Like, her whole shtick is making models that already weren't very tanky a little bit tankier, and then, like, trying to bounce around the board. And the bouncing around the board kit's cool, but, like, old Asami already had pushes, and that was easier to set up, and, like, more versatile, because it didn't only work in keyword, and yada yada. Yeah. Essentially, you're forced to hire a bunch of keyword models that just fucking die, and then you aren't a summoner. Like, I don't fucking know. C tier.
But Landon, you beat New Dreamer in Schemes and Stones show match.
We have a lot of
that is a terrible matchup for Dreamer, regardless.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
I think we can just move on. We have enough to consider.
All right.
I don't want to spend a lot of time on this.
Windmill slamming in C.
Windmill slam in C.
I'll take the advice.
D tier was the generous windmill slam, dude. I would have put it in D tier if not for the fact that, like, it's not that bad.
If you want to put it in D tier, I'll put it in D tier. You are our resident 10 Thunders player. I really can't say much for where I think this model would see play. I would never play this over original Asami. Okay.
It's got some cute tricks, but, like,
do you want to say anything about the new model?
Which is what D is for. I didn't get to try it. It's probably cool with yokai. I'm not super impressed with it, though.
All right. Well, there you go. And onwards to Lynch, who was not revealed, and I have to go find the picture for him, don't I?
He makes Huggy
B tier.
Yeah.
Below McCabe.
All right. We have our Imgur link for this. Is he in our Imgur link?
I think so, because
he's
it's shared
one of the ones that needed to be pictured, right? I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I'm looking at him now.
Here we go.
I don't think his upgrade was in that link, but yeah.
So these are going to be the ones that are going to be hard to see because we're recording this before anyone's have a digital copy of the book to easily look through. That bad? You'd also really dislike this guy?
I don't think that a B tier is a really dislike from me. I think it's a really situational from me.
Okay.
Like, I don't think he's much better than original Lynch or really better than original Lynch at all, and original Lynch already was like B tier, right? Like he's not breaking any competitive ceilings. He's got some cool tricks, right? Like Dragged into the Dark is a powerful ability.
Yep.
It's just like, not a game-defining ability.
Makes Take Prisoner really easy.
I've seen this in the pool.
Like,
yeah,
cool. It's good.
I mean, you just start with 5 Brilliance tokens. That's broken.
But
it does all those things like
plus
nothing.
Who's our shared model for this person?
It's the value bot that you said you don't
like.
Oh
yeah.
With Levy.
Which I think actually might be not terrible. I
think this is actually a little worse too, because isn't Delirium the exact same ability that's on Tannen now?
It is, but like you aren't upset to be able to do it more
bot?
than once.
Well, I'm just saying, before you got to use Lynch's Aura and Tannen's Aura to ping them.
Correct, but you're not upset to be able to Delirium twice per activation.
Oh, I guess.
But
Like,
our value
just
bot
free
is 2
movement.
soul stones if it kills itself.
Yeah. And
Like you'll probably take value bot in New Lynch because it lets you bring back Huggy again with an amount of health that's relevant.
What's the upgrade do?
Huggy becomes a master, so he gets the 3rd AP, and when Huggy dies, you actually just do that much damage to Lynch and take that many Brilliance tokens off him, and then Huggy respawns.
No, you don't take the Brilliance off.
Seems okay.
You pulled the Brilliance off of Lynch. Yeah, that's how you determine how much damage Lynch takes and how much.
No, I know he takes that much damage. I didn't think he lost.
I mean, Huggy.
Does he not lose the Brilliance?
I have the upgrade here, so it's on the stream right now.
I think I'm a little delayed on the stream, so I'm gonna have to wait and see it.
This model becomes a
I'm
Curator,
definitely
Demise
taking into
Eternal.
account that Huggy becomes 3 AP. I mean,
After
that's
this model
like why he gets as far as like B tier below McCabe.
Final skills may be placed in base contact with Lynch. It heals X. The friendly Jacob Lynch suffers X. X is equal to the number of billion tokens on Lynch. It doesn't say you remove the tokens at all.
Oh, you don't remove the tokens. Oh, never mind. Then
So
I guess
it'll
you
always
don't
come
actually
in
need
with-
value bot.
Yeah, so it'll always come in with at least 5 wounds.
Not
Well,
necessarily,
that was
because you'll
a
spend
discard.
tokens
right.
on Lynch.
But Value
we
Bot
have,
gives 2 Brilliance tokens.
You may or may not bring value bot. I don't know. Value bot heals your shit, but you don't really need that much. I don't know.
Also,
It's confusing. You'll figure it out how to fit it if you need.
it can
If you
give
have extra
Huggy
stones,
even
right?
more plus flips when he stones for a suit he wants. I don't know.
I mean, you do that for crit strike on Huggy sometimes, especially if you're going to be able to like focus walk charge. But then you also have to be in range of value bot, and I don't feel like value bot gets played very aggressive.
It's hard to use.
Hey, at least you'll actually get the empowered upgrade in Lynch as opposed to what we'll see later. Spoilers. All right, I'm fine putting this guy in B. I think he's definitely viable.
B tier below McCabe. Like he's another one of those like maybe you'll play it when he's good, but he's not like worth going out of your way to declare.
And then we can scroll right on down and see Misaki, who I also like a lot.
Cool.
I actually think Mizaki's really good. A really good might be a stretch.
I'm good with putting Misaki in A tier above Mei Feng.
Yeah.
That's the same with me.
I
definitely think.
Okay, she makes shadow markers. She has obey, and she staggers the shit out of things.
And she ignores
you
concealing
obey things,
for everything.
And then you fucking, after they're obeyed out of position, you stagger the thing that you obeyed them into, and you stagger the thing that you obeyed. And it's like, nah, fuck you. Your shit's like not going where it wants to go.
Yeah. And she has disguise and gets shielded a bunch.
Also, you don't have to pay the Ototo tax if you don't want to anymore to play this fucking master. Like, I think Ototo's kind of okay with this new Misaki, but
I think it's a lot better because you can alpha him with the bonus.
Right, but he's not a model that's worth alphaing with.
Well, anyway. I mean, it's just nice to
with him though.
I mean, sorry, not the bonus.
Like I said, I think he's okay here. Like you'll take him a lot, but like I enjoy that I'm not tied up and like forced to put him in my list now.
Sure.
Right? Like I can hire around him.
I can
hire Minako without hiring Ototo now, right? Like, and that was the real thing where it's like you couldn't hire Minako without Ototo and old Asami. Now I can just like hire Minako and fucking Fuhatsu and just obey Fuhatsu. Oh look, there's my shadow marker now. Cool. Then I just keep going with the rest of my turn.
Who's the?
Right? And I obeyed Fuhatsu and got focus, so that's cool.
Who is Misaki's minion again? New guy? Who does she share it
Minion?
with?
She shares the Ivan one, which is fucking busted as shit.
Oh yeah, the Jin Bakura. All right.
Yeah.
Field reporter on steroids that gives you pass tokens.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand this model. It can start buried. If it does start buried, you just get a free pass token.
Like, okay, why not?
This one yet.
And then Ungently Affairs is really good. It gets the assassin ability, which it probably doesn't come up that often. I don't know how much your assassin.
I mean, he's
got.
got
It does. It's good.
a reasonable attack.
That ignores armor, which was
Yeah.
sorely missing in
yeah.
It was definitely sore missing in Explorers.
Yep.
With built-in crit strike, very weird. This model is weird.
I mean, it's literally the profile of Undercover Reporter, but
Undercover Reporter
with
just gives you a pass token
good
every turn
shit.
you don't use him.
Yeah.
That's really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also you can take the enemy intel while buried. I assume that. I don't remember Undercover Reporter.
Okay.
He had a thing he could do while buried as well, but it wasn't that.
It was removed.
It had a number of things comboed well with.
Yeah.
Like Undercover Reporter is an excellent model, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, this is a very good Undercover Reporter as well.
Yeah, you either discard a card or you rig the top 3 cards of their deck is pretty strong.
Pretty freaking good. It's like, all right, I'm just gonna ruin your unpack, right? Not ruin, but like
enjoy
fuck
cheating.
You, I'm gonna make sure
TNs.
none of your TNs work. Yeah.
Yeah. I think she definitely almost gets into A turn above Yan Lo, below Mei Feng.
I already said that she's A tier above Mei Feng for me.
Oh, above Mei Feng for you.
Yeah.
I was debating above Mei Feng or not.
I think that, it's definitely a good model that you'll want to put on the board a lot, right? Like, it's got Obey. It has the ability to versatilely build a crew, right? Like, it's not locked in. So, like, a lot of these titles are kind of locked into doing their keyword shit. Misaki's not. Like, let's look at all the keyword-only crap she's got here, right? You've got, what, once per activation of Last Blossom or enemy model. So, like, sure, you only get the shadow marker for Last Blossom stuff, but you don't need a lot of Last Blossom stuff for that. Because it also works with enemies when you obey them, right? So that's good.
Twisting Paths.
Twisting Paths is the only.
But that's
Twisting Paths is the only other Last Blossom only thing, right? Yeah. So only 2 things on our card reference Last Blossom. They both also kind of work with enemies as well, right? So
yep.
I think she's definitely one of the more versatile ones to build with all the titles considered, and definitely has some good power behind her.
Yeah, and she just is really good at obeying Fuhatsu, which is
cool. And giving him focus.
Right, that's what I mean. She obeys Fuhatsu to give him the focus he needs to take that shot.
Yeah,
that's pretty brutal. I actually forgot about Fuhatsu. How did I forget about Fuhatsu?
A-tier model for me.
All right, just for the Fuhatsu thing, I'll put it above Mei Feng. Just for that. All right, Shenlong conveniently right below this one, although split into 2 cards.
I should do Yoko first.
Yeah, I know. Shenlong. I'll just be quiet.
B tier above McCabe. There we go.
That quick.
That take. I mean, there's probably some shit that like I want to experiment with like the 4 Winds Golem and some Thunder Archers.
Yeah, let's go.
Right? If that's good, then maybe he's a bit better. But he lost a lot of the like good shit you did with previous Shenlong.
Yeah, you're no longer onslaughting, which is nice. I appreciate that.
And like his aspiring students, I think, are worse in this iteration as well, which is like annoying because I think they only get to take their bonus to attack or take actions attached to the master, and he attaches his upgrades to the students.
Oh, you don't get chi for suits anymore.
That was always an upgrade. You never got chi for suits.
Oh, okay. It's
an upgrade you can attach to any monk in the keyword now. So like that's pretty good because you can just like. But aside from that,
got it.
Like there's some sauce here, right? So it definitely is at least a B tier above McCabe for me. I don't think it quite makes it into A tier unless there's some truly degenerate combos I can make.
So far, you can't think of any.
Like, don't get me wrong, Charm Ward is built in Jinx after you hand them the Chi upgrade. Pretty neat. Not built-in jinx, built-in shady dealings. Like, there's some neat stuff you can try with that.
Giving ground movement to all the monks in R12, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's B tier above McCabe, right? You'll find excuses where it's like, this is the kind of thing I want to do this game, right?
Yeah.
He definitely seems very good at stuff like break the line or whatever. But like, I think raw power level, that's where I sit him in. Like, I don't think he's fundamentally breaking the game. I think you'll put him on the table sometimes.
All right, so B tier above, and then we'll move on to our last 10 Thunders model, which is going to be, I don't even know why Bigger Hat's still open. Love you, Bigger Hat, but just going to use Malifaux's site for a change.
Yikes.
Yoko. Wait, was Yoko spoiled? Why did I think she was spoiled?
Yoko was spoiled.
Spoiled recently.
Came with the shoujo.
Yep.
Right. Which is right here. Ninja Yoko. That's right. That's what she was. I love the look of this model. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with an A tier above Yanlo for this.
I was gonna say I don't think there's any possible way she's below A tier just from her front of card. And maybe
I mean, getting 2 fast tokens just for showing up definitely puts you there.
Yeah.
And slippery and stealth is
slippery stealth.
Great.
Really
like
good.
she's a 3 AP scheme runner that also gives you pass tokens to help you score. I don't know.
And could kill things potentially.
Yeah, maybe. Sometimes you can kill something.
Kills the ignoring armor targets. There you go.
Yeah, this is just like another one of those things where like Yanlo ignored armor, the Rockhopper ignored armor.
Yeah.
Although
this
2
model
pass
ignored
tokens
armor.
is not as many pass tokens as it used to be now that so many other factions have access to pass tokens.
That's fair.
That many still.
I'm just so many other factions have pass tokens now. It's
But yes,
weird.
there are many
It's
more.
not as unique, but it's still like good.
It's also my least favorite mechanic. I hate it. It's
Look, man, we're not playing 2E here. We're just trying.
We're trying to play 2E, and I as someone who abused that to the extreme in 2E, I really don't like it.
Anyway,
the back of her card, like gather intel, is just like
the back of her card.
A nice ability.
We can talk about it all day if we want, but I think we're all settled on where it is. There's no debate here.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Sojo, kind of cool. It's works with Corpse Curator a little bit. We'll get to that in the future.
I think Shoujo is actually one of the bigger pickups from this whole expansion as far as abusable things that you can do.
Just say it. You can throw it in while we're talking about her.
Just the ability to load her up with poison and have pass tokens available whenever you want.
Oh, yeah. Infinite pass tokens.
It's not infinite, but it's like a lot if you want it to be, and that's
it's a lot when you want it to be as well. It doesn't have to be like in the same turn. Like that's good.
We'll get there when we talk about gremlins, but there is the meme. This is one of the combos we were talking might be possible in McCabe with the new Corpse Curator, who can they can make a terrain that is poisonous terrain, and Sojo can just take actions on it.
No, Shoujo's incorporeal. She can't do that.
Oh right, she can't do that.
Flash her hand.
Oh right, that's very sad.
It is very sad. One of those things where it's like, this keyword that's supposed to make me better is actually making me worse.
Just having Brewmaster's Totem slapping her for some poison every turn to get activation control he didn't have before.
We don't talk about gremlins here.
Oh, sorry, I forgot Brewmaster exists. So Shenlong being able to just hire this with his monks and just get activation control for his Fugatsu game, for instance.
That's
it just gives pass tokens and activation control to 10 Thunders anywhere that didn't have access to that.
Yep, and that's good for the game, guys. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So I think Shoujo is S tier model as far as this is a thing that could warp the game potentially.
Yeah, but we're talking masters, not models. So
whatever.
Also, boring
conversation.
Yep. With
move on to the next one.
Really good. Just put it
boring conversation.
Yeah,
is
there's a bunch of other shit.
Kabuki Warriors.
Okay, yeah. All right. Oh, we're putting her. Where did we decide? A tier somewhere.
Triple S
tier. A tier above Yanlo is where I put.
Below Mei Feng.
Yeah.
All right.
Above Mei Feng?
Yeah.
Below Mei Feng.
Below Mei Feng. Mei Feng's more consistent, I think.
I think Mei Feng's real good.
Going to be a little bit more. Yoko's going to be a little bit more, I think, like scheme strat dependent, also enemy dependent.
Like
I hate the armor.
I hate that I like Mei Feng because I don't like Mei Feng, right?
Yeah.
Like, I do actually like Mei Feng quite a bit.
Only target her if you're in base contact with her. Come on, man.
It's really good, except for also the downside is her attack is only base contact. When are we gonna get a slippery model that has?
No, you cannot do a slippery model with reach. That would break the game.
I don't know if it'd break the game. It would just be good.
I mean, it would just be like a 2-inch model beating up a 1-inch model.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't destroy anything. All right, where's small Riva? All right, small Riva. Let's go. Small Riva is
lost her horse 0 out of 10 D tier.
Yeah, same thing with McCabe. Honestly, look, there's legitimately one strat I think I want to work. It's not going to work on Vassal League, so most of the people listening to this are probably going to be from Vassal. Where we don't allow double masters, but we have a master, mainly going to be Kari, who's going to be able to resummon her totem a bunch of time. You need a reliable way to kill that totem, and what better way of doing that than just hurting Riva at all, ever, and then you just kill it every time. What a good meme.
The mini game for the audience is finding all the ways where you can try and kill Riva as an opponent with Riva's own ability.
Yes. Anytime you obey her and hurt her, right, she'll die.
How do you obey a master?
Nelly.
Yeah.
Nelly.
You force them to take the interact action. They take a point of damage for the interact action. You use Enkindle the Cult. Kill yourself.
There's some problems with this card. It's honestly not really bad. Cool, I definitely don't know if I could put it that low into D tier. I like the fact that she loses the ability to attack through pyromarkers and friendly models. No longer gets.
I think I ended somewhere on B tier with this model when I was trying to evaluate it after we did some extensive thought about all the pings from Atlantis Light or no, whatever the Luminary shows, and that was it. Yeah.
It's also just
the Luminary shows and Visions of Fire stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Emulate's pretty decent. The fact that it has a built-in Summer Lamp Ad, which are better now because they got buffed not too long ago, are pretty nice. Yes, and honestly, Lantern's Light. The fact that you place pyro markers whenever a model dies, right?
Something like that.
Well, it's whenever it kills a model. It's also, whenever a pyro marker is dropped, you can push any models within 2 of the pyro marker up to 2 in any direction. So you have a lot of ways of moving around models, getting burning on them, Emulate getting some actual serious value.
Oh yeah. No, I actually think Riva might end up being A tier, but I don't think
I think A is probably too high, just because.
I agree. I think A is a little high for me.
She's 30 mil. She's not walking a lot.
All right.
She doesn't do much besides Immolate, so if you're not getting that burning stacking, she doesn't feel great. The fact that Corrupting Flames is a range 1 and you're not drawing line of sight through anything anymore.
It definitely feels like this Riva puts much more pressure on her crew to do well, whereas the old one, you just had Riva do your work and then play the game.
And I'm not the biggest fan of Riva's crew.
And this means you also really can't dive a ton out of keyword for Riva, just because you are so focused so much on the burning engine to do things, and Rezzers have some ungodly good
there's definitely enough in keyword stuff where Visions of Fire plus just having... I mean, the problem is Riva now just dies. She's 11 wounds, and she needs to kill things to not die. She has corpse candles, which are fine being killed. You have mindless zombies if you bring, Dead Rider and maybe Asura, and now your list is getting wonky. It's just weird.
Right, so,
I'm fine putting her in B right now, because, the card itself is good enough, but it's getting close to C to me.
Take no damage and push a model away from you seems... I don't know. I think she's reasonably defensive, and
that's true. You do get the push after the fact.
So melee models are gonna have a really hard time going on her, and she does a bunch of unresisted movement and unresisted damage effectively. So
you know what
where that's good. I think it's really good.
I think
you're
right.
Things pushing her into B tier as opposed to D tier for me.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm hanging to. At the moment, I'm a hesitant B tier. I honestly think this is doing similar things to our other B tier models.
Bottom of the B tier.
Sure.
Bottom of the B tier.
We can move on.
Let's go with that.
We have 40 other models to get through.
All right, Von Schill.
These takes are starting to be cold the more we talk about them.
Yeah, the more we talk, we gotta be hotter. We need the hot takes. Oh, Riva's new model was something shit. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, Deacon. Never mind. It was really good. Yeah, Deacon might actually enable
crew, I think, but yeah,
not really. Just Flame Blast is going to be good for her crew, and moving Pyro Markers. I forgot. My biggest problem was how do I move Riva, and I forgot you could just move Riva with Translocation Ritual, which is going to be really good. That's how you're going to move Riva, heal her, drop Pyro Markers. I think it's actually going to be pretty. That might actually make her slightly better B tier. So that would be the only debate. Deacon actually a very good model, plus flips for days, very good. Move on to Von Schill. Bad. I mean, not old Von
I don't know. He's a big beat stick man with the stuns.
That's true. Built-in stun, I do love.
And then you're min 3. And then, yes, they're stunned.
And he's like, fuck you, don't score points. I don't know. I like him.
I think he's really good.
All right.
But you're the Reser player here. I don't know.
I mean, obviously summoning a mindless zombie is not once per turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like him.
It's pretty funny. So anytime you win a duel with a tome, you just get mindless zombies.
Lessons learned is just real good. My Valley's on
How are we moving this guy, though? Rider?
Rider.
It's always
Oh,
Rider.
no, I have to bring a Rider in. Shucks. I hate my faction.
I forgot that his anti-interact was only stat 5, so it's not as oppressive as I was remembering.
You know, there's a lot of models in this game that actually have to walk. Were you aware of that, Longton?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, let's talk. I talked to Andre about this one because he played the matchup, which we haven't got to yet. But he said it's actually study of anatomy is really good because it's each effect. Yeah. So when you look at his models, he's getting to get walked, he's going to get shielded, he's going to get pushed. So you're stacking all those things together, and it's actually really efficient.
Like 2 or 3 of those can effects at all times. Like it's so good.
Okay.
It's so efficient.
I could be talked into A tier for him. I mean, I'm really not even that hard.
On him.
Yeah.
I was mostly memeing when I said Yoko. Bad because I was comparing him to Old Stuk, and Old Stuk obviously was triple S. Nerf Stuk is probably just S. This guy, I think, is high A tier at the moment.
Yeah.
But definitely with the possibility to be higher. I think I think I'm probably undervaluating him, but because I know the other models we're going to be talking about, and some of them I think are very good, and this is not on that level.
Light of Ilios is just fucking great. Shockwave 3.
Yeah. Shockwave 3 is pretty weird, but it's willpower 11, dude.
Yeah, it's mostly just heal.
Willpower 11,
sometimes it does too.
I mean, it also drops a scheme marker, you know?
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's a race marker drop, heals your models, and sometimes they cheat.
Fail.
Yeah, so in certain schemes, he's definitely going to be a lot better where you just have, like, detonate charges. Here's 2 scheme markers.
Once per activation.
Here's 1 scheme marker. That's the second time we've done that. We're just going to keep doing that over and over and over again.
Dude, reading's hard, okay?
Reading's hard.
Who reads?
These are hot takes. You read the card once, you forget about what you read, and then you make your hot take.
Yes.
Yeah, alright, fine. A tier above Misaki, let's go.
Above Misaki, damn. Alright.
Alright, fine. But yeah, I'm doing above Misaki, fuck it. I think it has the potential to be better, and I'm underrating the card because I was literally saying the model he got just to throw it out for people is I don't even remember.
The second backup assistant dude, he's dog shit.
Okay. Got it.
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, It wasn't
a cheap model that says when you draw a card, take some damage, toss out that card, get a new card. Yeah. Except he's the one who takes the damage, and you don't have that much health.
All right, Sheamus.
Then he's got the worst fucking moldy other in the game.
Sheamus apparently is good.
I think
I like him.
Given him enough thought to determine what he does.
I ignored this. I ignored this for Yan Lo because he also gives Laugh Off, but Laugh Off is one of the best abilities in the game.
That's
true. Which is why Guild is one of the best factions.
Yeah. Well, getting armor with Laugh Off is a lot better. Right behind you is just good. Stealth is good. Talent Scout's good.
Yeah.
Like this whole card is just good. value everywhere.
Fucking distracted on your melee attacks, so because fucking why not?
Yeah, I think people are. I think we saw this a little bit in like the Colette versus Sheamus matchup. Distracted is just so fucking good right now. It literally just makes models unplayable. Like, oh, I didn't kill your 8 stones model, but I got 4 distracted items, so have fun taking 2 activations that don't do anything. I would actually legitimately put this Sheamus in S tier right now.
Also,
sure.
bonus,
especially because this White Rabbit crew is also, I think, really good. So new model makes the crew better. Anytime distracted gets handed out, there's just damage as well. What's the range on that?
And he turns off auras, dude. Like that's a pretty good situational ability.
Off auras,
bonus action execute just for like a random. Maybe I'll make him ditch a soulstone.
Yeah, sometimes you take by the hand them and they just die.
Oops.
Yeah, like oops.
Yeah.
I was. Just
right, the distracted pink.
Considering that it's not only an execute, it's also probably just a free melee attack.
Oh, it's range. Yeah, it's range 6 on his ping damage from distracted, which is really good.
Yeah.
So
right.
I think easy S tier. Blam.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Mick Morning, I'll just say this, not even a hot take. No, kidding me? You're putting him only in S? I think this model is
triple S. I see.
Easily triple S. I don't even need to think about it. I'll just describe this real fast. You have Corpse Curator.
I think it's double S, not triple.
Corpse Curator, really easy to get this model.
That was too cold.
Really easy to get this model to about 26, 23 poison. End the model's next activation next to somebody, they just die because of his passive ability. And even ignoring that, I've been experimenting with a few different lists. You could just take like a couple little gassers, get the whole crew poison. You just get so much value off of reduce, reuse, recycle. You get so many corpse markers that most activations are just replace the corpse marker with another corpse marker, draw a card, and then you do that a bunch. It's a free flesh construct every
Dude, why are we reading this card? Everybody knows.
All right. Everyone knows. Super busted. It's not even close.
I'll just add.
Feels almost like you're just salty.
Don't mind me.
Salty. I'm the one playing him.
All right, you're right. I'm sorry. You're just fucking excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's definitely it.
Ability in the game that was previously only on the Grave Goo that just.
Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about his upgrades.
Yeah, fucking alright, and that shit's you can't be on that part of the board.
Trail of Slime broken, and it's because reduce, reuse, recycle is any marker. You go with Corpse Curator, make it, push the model into it, get the train back, keep it around. So much poison stacking while you're doing all this. Another broken thing is with this, if you get this upgrade to the Corpse Curator, he walks with the mod token, places it under people. Yeah, we go on forever.
It's not good. Yeah. We know this.
Yeah, we know this. Triple, very bad, all the way D tier. All right, Molly, I hate this model.
D tier.
I don't think it's actually. Look, if I'm playing this model, it's definitely D tier. I know for a fact every time I lead the way with that stupid baton, I'm fucking hitting 6 on my own models. Where is she? She's here.
Look, man, when I was spoiled, I was like, man, maybe this model's good. And then we started seeing the rest of the spoilers. I'm like, this model, man, not good.
I think that's it. In a bubble, like, there's some interesting stuff going on here. And then it seems like everything else is just better.
The power level has definitely crept, and she did not keep up.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of card draw, a lot of great.
Positive reinforcement seems like it could be really good with the animal guy, Rogue Necro.
Yeah.
Is that
But
yeah, but you know what else you can play with Rogue Necro? Exactly.
Rogue Necro. Hey, if you didn't like one Rogue Necro, give your Rogue Necro attack to another model, and then you know what? Just because you're bored, obey that model with Toshiro, so it has focus and plus flips to those attacks.
But hey, she just gets Bayou 2 card at range 8, and if you succeed, you draw a card.
Yeah,
that's dumb.
Yeah,
that's really.
No, you cannot convince me that this is better than Asami, and we put Asami in C tier.
Oh well, yeah that's fair.
I liked how hype we started out with the reveals with Nekima and Molly, and Molly were like, "Oh, this is probably a pretty good model." Nah, not anymore. Alright, I'm fine slamming C tier. D for dog. I'm tempted. I don't think it's that bad though. The sheer value engine that actually exists.
See, yeah, the value.
It is a ridiculous value engine in this.
All right, C below Asami for dog shit.
Sure.
See, it's gonna be Cackle. Cackle will figure out how to utterly break her.
Yeah.
I don't think Cackle cares about this title. I think he's much more excited for like old Molly and new Sheamus.
But he likes Molly, so he'll figure out how to do it.
That's the thing. The people that were stands for a master like the way that master played. So if
that's
master
fair.
completely transforms that, it's not like they're gonna be.
Oh, I said below Asami. Thank you very much. That is above Asami, sir.
You're late. I'm not sharing my screen with. You know what? Why am I not just sharing my screen? Oh, because you won't see all the overlays on the cards if I share my screen.
Yeah, no. This is fine.
Yeah, Crackle's going to teach us about Molly. I wish Crackle does. We'll see. I think Molly definitely has a crew that can be good at the moment, though it definitely seems worse than the other new models. So Karai, I love Karai.
Amazing.
She seemed when we originally got her release, she seemed bad, which is kind of fine because
that's fair.
We didn't see these two fucking models. Holy shit, Guishin, one of the most broken models in the game. Can we talk about the fact that Take the Hit Vengeance works in the dumbest fucking way possible? No, we can't.
We're just gonna throw it in S tier and we're gonna be gone.
And Enslaved Spirits are summonable on Karai. I definitely think Karai's S tier. All right.
These left. S tier, no
below Sheamus. Above Sheamus? Above Sheamus, actually.
Above Sheamus.
Above Sheamus? No, I don't know.
Below,
I think. But
I agree with Goodman. Below Sheamus.
You know what? You know why you guys are saying below? Because you guys never have your opponents pass TN duel, or always have your opponents pass TN duels. Just have them fail, guys. Just have them fail.
Anyway, can we move on to the coolest release we've gotten so far?
No, Barcus is not the coolest release. Fight me
Barcus
on that.
is so fucking cool.
Alright, it has the best name. You win some props just for that alone.
Thank you.
Alright, we're going to talk about Barcus, the hot meme that's spreading the world. I can definitely be talked into S tier just because of the fact that Wilds of Malifaux is fucking an insane ability.
Good. Yeah.
Yep. You are within 4 of my master on negs for my Misty. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Are the minions tied?
Oh, good.
Are the minions tied the title? I don't know what that means. The minions for Karai, the reason why they're so broken, the one thing I didn't mention, is they're versatile. So every Resin model is going to be higher in Equestrian. It's fucked.
Vengeance 2!
Vanilla Karai can summon them. Vanilla Karai also much better. Not talking about Vanilla Masters in this stream.
Yeah.
So Marcus. Barcus, sorry, his proper name, Barcus.
Yeah, Barcus, please.
Even though it's
that's
a cat
what we've
head.
been doing wrong. We haven't been doing the stupid names for each master.
It's a fucking cat head.
Marcus is one of the only ones that has a real one.
It's a cat head, though. I still have a problem with that.
Entire stream.
No.
That's something to aspire to as we go. But yeah,
a lot of theory crafting. I really like Marcus 1. Marcus 2 definitely has a lot of cool stuff on his card.
So I've actually got to see this. There is a game. There is a game against McMorning versus this. McMorning shot him because McMorning is broken as shit. Also, we probably played a couple of things wrong because we kept forgetting about Wilds of Malifaux. The not being able to place is because Gravity Well fucking means you can't summon off this guy. So he's great against Ivan.
He makes Meredith a much better model. Meredith is already not Meredith.
I honestly think the handing out of upgrades is better than trying to stone swift action that ability constantly.
I mean,
yeah. The new way upgrades are handed out actually feel really good,
more efficient.
So hiring for him is a lot weirder because you have to get the engine. Because I'm playing this mashup soon with him, so I've been theory crafting.
Yeah, we have Kyle aka Coyote in the call, but he's on his phone in a different state, and you can't quite hear him.
He's really high.
Yeah, he's really high.
It's true, I am.
He's almost a mile high, some would say.
No,
yeah,
he's really good. Being able to min forward things is good.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great, but it's playable.
You can have
the other fun thing you can do with his crew is you can take changelings and then you can Law of Meat heal a ton with changelings. Now, one's probably all you need. It's not bad. Plus, you can give more attacks to Marcus.
So Chimera Strike though is actually like a little tricky to actually get the damage up, at least on turn 1 or 2, mostly because it doesn't round up. We don't think.
It doesn't, but no, it definitely doesn't.
Yeah.
But Jackalope can just wear 2 upgrades and be wherever you need it to be all the time.
That's true.
And you have lots of tools in the keyboard to
Jackalope.
So Jackalope is so much fucking lame right now because he gets upgrades everywhere. It's so obnoxious. I hate it so much.
Yes. It's really good.
No, I think New Barkus is great. Legitimately, I think the only reason my opponent lost is because he brought Barkus in, and then I put Corpse Curator next to it.
and you forgot about Wilds and
We remembered, I think, enough where it didn't matter to the game, but that was the big point. Because I made misplays of my own that hurt my own crew, but we'll ignore that. That's a different thing. Who gives a shit? On to the next.
Order Initiates are real good, though.
Yeah, Order Initiates are now really good. Oh, let's talk about. I want to talk a little bit about Imperial Eagle. This model fucks.
Oh yeah.
Like
people were downplaying this thing on release and like
Move 7 Flight.
That thing's great.
Predatory Instincts, as we know, is one of the best abilities, and Scout Ahead, and fucking Aerial Strike, one of the best actions ever printed on a card. This model fucks. Don't worry that it's stat 4. Its main target is to kill small models, and most of the time they're not high statted, and he just kills them.
Also,
how many 5-stone models force your opponent to cheat a severe to make you miss? Think about that.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I think the key here, though, is Marcus is an awkward build for hiring crews because all of his models that you want are 8 soulstones. So it's nice to have a cheap model that you want.
That too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, this model, I was a little questionable on it. I was really excited to have it in Explorers because I really wanted a mobile model in Explorers like this game, and this I definitely thought was one of them. And I didn't think it'd be that great in Arcanist. It was that great in Arcanist. Flight 7 move and Aerial Strike with the Predatory Instinct broken.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Colette. I don't think any of us are the biggest fan of Colette, but she's not bad.
I don't hate her. I think she's like bottom of A, maybe.
Bottom of A, top of B.
How she worked. But being able to move her decoys around and take all her actions through them potentially.
I'd have to like spend some time rereading her, but I think bottom of A is where I landed on like when I was reading her the first time.
She seems interesting with potential.
Here's Dorian Crow. He does interesting things. Definitely a decent model. It's a weird one, so it's a little hard to evaluate him. I think it'll bring something to Colette's crew. Distracted, good. Colette herself, she seems fun.
Yeah.
She definitely seems like a fun model. I'm excited to play her.
Yeah, she take a lot of games. This is one of the things that's going to take so many games to actually figure out how she works.
I definitely think this is one where we're pure hot taking it. I'd give it below bottom of A, top of B, somewhere in there at the moment.
I'm good for bottom of A.
Yeah, I'm good with bottom of A. I think it's around young low tier. With the ability to definitely be better. Especially because we haven't messed around, I think, with enough with how good Distracted is. I think it's so underrated since the focus change. All right. Tony Ironsides, top of around somewhere in S.
I'm going S as well.
Much good.
I've talked with Plague about this a decent amount. The Russians are a little down on her, mostly due to the sheer fact that it is actually kind of annoying to draw enough cards, but admittedly, they were down on new Karis and new things because they didn't know how to play them. So once they know how to play them, I think it's going to be pretty broken.
I think Blog is also high on original Tony, which
that's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The summoning these guys Drudge is going to be ridiculous.
Bonus action summon 3 models.
It's not even a bonus action.
What does that remind you of?
Why would you? No,
because the bonus action
doesn't
lets
summon
you take
it.
What? Tell 3 people to interact, man.
Sure.
So it's a bonus action.
I don't think you summon that way.
3 models take an action, right?
You can if you want to.
Yeah, but I don't think you do. If you look at the crew,
generate a fuck ton of value.
There's a lot of scheme marker dropping in the crew. A decent amount of Don't Mind Me and a decent amount of just on attacks or on other abilities drop a scheme marker. I think
false claim.
Yeah. You don't need the bonus action for it.
What I'm saying is bonus action generate 3 actions.
That's going to be really good.
That's really fucking good. And
not only is it 3 action, it's move 2 and 3 actions. Like,
Yeah,
hey man, you can't charge. You can only take melee attacks.
Yeah, the fucking
or
misery.
shoot something.
Or just shoot things with really good guns.
No, not this one. It's a non-charged general action. Not
Oh,
the...
general
Yeah, it
action.
is
I'm
general.
sorry,
You can't melee. You can't shoot things. You are
It's
walking.
It's
You are walking, focusing, interacting, or assisting. Assist is going to be huge with all this distracted out there. Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But still, the point stands. Just generating 3 actions is good.
S tier Marcus or above or below Marcus? I think it's below Kari at the moment.
We're gonna find out.
This edges out Marcus for me.
Yeah, this is the matchup coming up.
Walk the Line just draws you a card twice a turn, so it actually works now.
Yeah.
Where it didn't before.
Yeah. Very good. Also, Spark of Revolution just has a search trigger on it, and that's a really good ability.
Yeah. So I think you're getting at least 3 extra cards a turn.
Yeah.
Reliably.
So I think I'll put it above Marcus for right now. Drudge or OP. The model she got is the Drudge shares with the Anya. We'll get to Anya later, who's the worst version of Tony. Because whose side are you on is such a broken ability, dude. You're drawing a card with this? Are you kidding me? 4 damage, draw a card.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
good.
Be nice. 4 damage, draw a card, also make a scheme marker, why not?
Also make a dude because you made a scheme marker.
Yep. Alright, we'll talk about Karis very, very briefly, who also gets Deacon. Deacon, very good.
Amazing SSS.
I put it below McMorning because she's less consistent than him.
Triple S for me as well. I think she's got better range. I don't know.
She has better range, but the problem is there are people with more pass tokens.
I think I agree with you. Never mind. That's fine. Go ahead.
The fact that why Karis is so broken just for some people, it's really going to be broken against specific factions, not against everybody. You're going to be able to super stack burning on Karis, move her next to people, kill people. It's not as all in as people think because you still have the fire starters who can remove not fire starters. You still have whatever models they're called, fire branded, who can remove all the burning for her to heal, as well as you have whatchamacallit.
You also just have the ability to just never fucking miss.
Yeah, you also have the ability to never miss.
It's something that's already activated.
It's a very easy 11 guaranteed damage if you get last activation, which is going to be less common now that there are more pass tokens out there. And sometimes even if they have last activation, they don't have an answer. If they don't have condition removal, or they don't have a way to move you or the models you're nearby, enough of the models that you're nearby, if you're nearby multiple, then you just get your guaranteed kill, and it's savage.
How did they establish Scorching Radiance was okay?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it's Scorching Radiance and on the corpse marker. I think we're going to see real quick patches where it's going to be max 5 damage.
It has to be.
Yeah,
one would hope.
I think that'll happen.
Unresisted murder model just is great.
I think 5 is fine for the amount of committal and the chance to backfire. But yeah,
is there committal?
Especially because there's a lot of committal. You have to attack it with all of your own models. Although, admittedly, the reason why it works so well is because once you stack burning, you're not that sad to see like 3 of it go away to heal Karis. Like that's the problem. It's like, oh, Karis is so weak. I go with Fire Branded. I heal Karis 3, and then I keep doing other things.
Well, but then it's not like a once. Like you can do this at the end of every turn.
Yeah.
It's like unless they kill her, then
they condition removal.
Damage.
Or they force you to go with her early, so you have to run away with her.
Right.
Like there's a lot where you really only get this off turn 1, but you're constantly threatening it. So their game plan now wholly revolves around this.
Right. Exactly.
Which is
model
good.
That can leave engagement at will.
All right, that's our hot take. We talked about it enough. Let's go talk about fun models that I actually think are. I almost want to give Raspy S tier because I love her, but
I don't think she's that good.
She's probably A tier.
All the way from D tier up to probably A or A minus.
I would give her.
Is she really that good? I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought she was like
think
B-ish.
she's solidly A at this point.
I think she's above solidly A.
I think she's B if you consider where she fits in the metagame because her other title is unplayable. So.
Yes, with the way we're declaring titles, it's definitely a little depressing. Because for other people they actually get to mind games you. For this Raspy, you're just picking this Raspy. But I think most people are going to know going in, especially if you play in person. A lot less on Vassal. If you play in person, then you'll be knowing what models they actually have physically there.
I think this Rasputina has a lot of board control And
well, like, I guess explain the value proposition here to me, like in 2 sentences. Don't give me any more than that.
Claw attack from ice pillars.
Is the claw attack that good?
Yes. 2 for
It's just 2 for
5,
5,
mutilate.
right? It's not. Is it built in?
No, it'd be better
Not
if it was
built
built
in.
in.
on her ranged attack though.
Yeah, it is built in on a ranged attack, which is 1, 2, 4, mutilate.
1, 2, 4, and a push.
Yeah, and a push.
Usually built in, and you can do other things like generate markers, and her bonus action just generates a marker.
I'm not sold.
It's just efficient.
Well, I think I especially think because especially the way we've been seeing Silent Ones played in with like Plague and the Russians and like how good it is on like symbols and all these other strategies where you have to interact with strat markers. I legitimately think the sheer value we're getting from Ice Pillars plus like blocking things plus the shielded plus just treating corpse markers as ice pillars and vice versa, so we're going to get a lot more healing on all these December models. Plus the fact that you just summon Silent Ones, so even if they kill them, you just summon them back. Like or even Ice Dancers are underrated. It's not a model you want to hire, but if you're summoning it for like an 11 or a 10, it summons for a 10 for Ice Dancers. Very good model. If you summon it turn 1, they interact turn 2, so. And they have armor. Like the upgrade is better. It just makes a better model.
Well, and also creeping ice, being able to lock your ice column into place solves so
many that's terrifying. Like the actual ability creeping ice, being able to lock a model in base contact with your ice golem is going to be very good.
Just locking your ice golem itself into place. Like one of its big issues was
laugh off.
Displace it.
As we were talking about, you could just laugh off good. You can give any of your models, you can push them 4 and give them laugh off. It does suck that they're not suited. I think she definitely should have had a few more things suited in, and the fact that she doesn't is pretty depressing. But that's why I still put her in A tier, because all these abilities together I think are really good.
Yeah, I see your point, but I still think she's only B for me. I don't know.
I think when you could get them into position, Snowstorm and Ice Golem are already very strong. They just had some key weaknesses that made them not great, and I think this Rasputina just covers all of them up really effectively. So
yeah. Also, just finally built in slow. Holy shit, she needed that for forever.
Exactly. Her biggest weakness was not to be able to actually put slow on the relevant models that she needed to, and that her really strong models had some key weaknesses.
Also, can we talk about how she doesn't die with her fucking defense willpower trigger? Like, just ends their activation? That's huge.
Yeah.
It definitely means, like, it costs you a soul stone or a low card most of the time, but that also means that they're probably not committing to it a lot of the time.
They're also just hitting you with a focused attack on their last action for half her health, or I don't know. I think she still dies. But
I don't know about half your health, but yeah. Also, it's going to be hard to get to her with all these ice markers you're making.
That's her main defense, I think, is that it's hard to get to her.
Well, and the payoff for getting to her, I think, kind of sucks, so you're going to see it a lot less. I'm putting her above Yon Low. Above Yon Low, below Yoko.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I mean, one nice thing, too, is Ice Dancers, they can now move off of corpses, so they're actually going to get
that's true, too. I didn't even think about that. That's really good. I'm going above Yon Low. I like it over Yon Low, legitimately. Goodman, as our other Archivist player, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that Mutilate is the trigger that she always needed to have to be solid, and being able to just let her models heal themselves with Grim Feast for real is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, Creeping Ice is going to also make this model very good, and your bonus action is also very good.
Yep.
Yeah, 12-inch range, dropping that Ice Pillar for
and force him to cheat some cards. Yep.
Yeah. It's because of Shockwave too. Oh, delicious. Yep. Okay. On to Sandeep. I don't think many of us are fans of Sandeep, but he's interesting.
I finally read his bonus section, and I think he's quite.
I did forget to mention. Here's the model minion. It acts as an ice pillar, comes in with armor, and gets shielded or heals because it's the savage ability.
Gives you bonus damage on your Rasputina 1 shockwaves, which is actually really strong.
Yep. Get it off. And then it also has a decent attack and then a decent ice pillar pulse thing.
Yeah.
And a pretty good bonus action because it moves models.
Thing that covered a bunch of the other weaknesses that you had, which was getting ice poison position that couldn't just be blow it to hell away. So.
Yeah, and being able to push models from ice pillars or from itself in a pulse, very good. Okay. Sandeep.
So Sandeep bonus action is really good, really solid. I think it's what makes this card.
Oh, the built-in suits?
No, it's bonus action where he swift actions gets to just let a thing.
Yeah, heal, shielded,
heal,
move.
shield, push.
Oh,
and
yeah, I think it's good.
Twice. Healing was actually one thing that this keyword really had a weakness of. Like these big beefy models didn't really have a way of.
I mean, Oxmage, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oxmage has limitations.
No one wanted to hire them. It's range 14, ignores line of sight. Like
right.
it's very
range 14
good.
ignores line of sight is much better than RS6 that requires you to take an action on the
Sure.
So anyway, yeah. And this lets you do it to Sandeep himself. So no, I think this is the thing that makes it so that Spark of the Elements is a thing that you can just spam. And
also,
his min for ranged attack is fine.
You just take small gammon and turn him into wind gammon, and then you save stones.
Sure, that's a thing that you also could do. It is
turn
replace,
1.
So
yeah,
it's
pretty decent.
You use it to gain 2 soul stones.
Yeah,
I mean, people have done less.
That's a pretty good bonus action, gain 2 soul stones, and you can do that on the second one. So you get to take this action, swift action, take it again.
No, it's a trigger, my dude.
Right, it's a trigger. Who cares?
Or you could just
cheat the game.
Give your golems 4 free suits. I don't know. It's
what do you mean?
You do sometimes, I guess.
Free suits. What?
By giving them shielded so they ping this suit.
Oh, got it. That's what you mean. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, that's true. A tier somewhere? Colette around there?
He's probably A-ish tier somewhere.
I'm fine putting her behind Colette. Not a big fan. Kind of like
That's
him.
fine.
Yeah.
All right, Anya. We talked a little bit about the Drudge. She also has the same ability. Drop scheme markers, get Drudge. Good. Less card draw in Explorers, kind of. Kind of not really. You just Archivist is definitely worse than Beam Calypso, but yeah. You don't want to attack your own models in Anya. Although that would Drudge summing them. Maybe you are more willing to, because Drudge can heal.
That pushes a model, drops a marker, makes a dude.
Yep.
I think is going to be the thing that wins.
Yeah. No, I definitely think it could be good. Also, just having Injured built into her range 10 gun that ignores cover and draws from friendly Syndicate models.
Yeah.
Really good.
Any Syndicate model, so she could just never leave deployment.
Yep. I think she's better if she leaves deployment, but yes.
Right, because her other abilities are pretty good. Do we have a good fly with me model? Not really. Oh, no, you take the balloon guy.
Her totem?
Yes. Her henchman that gets to move her up the board. With, Charge report, right?
Yeah.
New Orders is into my curriculum. I just
Overshadowing Presence, kind of broken.
What?
You just ignore scheme markers within 6, or ignored for schemes and strats.
Also,
and other effects.
Yeah, it's just a 30 mil type 2. They don't get to have powerful R's that work.
Unseen Manipulator is just obnoxious.
Yeah, is really obnoxious.
Fuck you! Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean she's just value. She's just a value.
She's bringing in Winston, and she gets +1 card, so it's 7 to 5 on that.
Just out of keyword eco things.
Yes. I think. Yeah, I think she's very good. Where are we putting her? A somewhere, I assumed.
Yeah, somewhere in A.
Yeah, A-ish.
Somewhere in A. Any ideas on where? Misaki, don't care. I put Raspy.
I like her more than Raspy.
Okay.
Above, definitely above Raspy, like between Mei and Yoko.
That's a good spot for it. I do like it better than Yoko. I like Raspy better than Yoko though, but I'll take your advice.
I don't, but okay.
Yeah, this is a hot takes podcast. All right.
I don't
hot takes only. Yeah, well,
Ivan is awesome.
Ivan.
Ivan,
I actually am not the biggest fan of Ivan, but okay.
I think he's pretty shit, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of his card, but just getting Devas on the board anywhere.
His other card got Devas on the board mostly anywhere.
No, but it's literally anywhere.
Well, no, not literally anywhere. It's literally in base
with
contact,
any enemy,
Exactly.
which is pretty much the same restrictions you used to have.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to spend an AP on enemy doesn't start phase,
Yeah,
so those are relevant sometimes.
He just gets to place a fucking model on the table and say, deal with it. Like, that's amazing.
He also, I guess, it's start phase for his obey, right? Not end phase.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's whatever. Like, it's sometimes good, but it's not like fuck your scheme or fuck your strat score moves. Good.
It is an unresisted obey, so I mean that's always good. The upgrades are somewhere else. I'll try finding them while we talk, but
also
but yeah,
only for minions and enforcers.
Yeah, that's very relevant.
Yeah. Here are
I mean, OG
upgrades.
If you're comparing him to OG Ivan, obviously he loses out, but that's just because OG Ivan is literally game-breakingly overpowered. So I mean, it's hard to compete with that.
Fine, come on, guys.
Check the links.
No,
There's an Explorer's link with every card in it, so all the upgrades are there.
Yeah.
Well,
I do have to say, I do think there's probably some sauce to just like Gloom Striking, removing Gloom Strike or distracted with the other guy to put the dude on negs.
Yep.
To just like have 3 attacks on negs at 2/4/5. Like, there's probably some sauce there, right?
He does get the new model that we already talked about, which is really
good. That
good.
seems like cute, and I put it in B tier.
So we get the new pass token. Yeah, I'm fine slamming this guy in B tier too. I don't think you take him that right. Jin Bakar is legitimately better in other Explorer factions over this one.
I think he's only B tier because original Ivan exists as comparison.
I mean,
that could
be,
but I don't know.
I'll put him above McCabe.
He's top.
Yeah, above McCabe is fine.
I think he'd easily be A tier.
I'm with you, Goodman. I agree.
As the Explorers player, I'm just going to overrule you. Meh.
That's fine. I mean,
did those two play any Explorers? I don't know. We both played some Explorers.
Goodman played some, yeah.
I respected myself too much to debase myself with broken ass bullshit.
All right.
As the guy who switched to Rezzers for a
month. Yeah, I don't know. You called Rezzer scum for like years, and then you just joined Rezzers. You have no
moral compass.
You have no moral compass.
Whoa.
What's it?
I was playing.
She was definitely revealed, wasn't she?
Oh yeah, she's the one with the men for fucking irreducible.
God, why can't I find these guys?
She's with the.
There she is. Or Everlasting. She's with the Krugen.
Yeah.
All right.
Bergen, thank you very much.
Yeah, whatever.
Which is awesome.
Our resident German guy. Is that German?
I don't even think that's German, but I don't know.
Who cares? Yeah, she's good, I guess. That's my hot take. Slam her somewhere in B. I don't know. She's good, I guess.
Beats Karis. That's good enough that she can't be worse than B.
Can I extend this down a row? I don't remember how. I think I have to fill it up in order to extend it down a row. Damn. Beats. Wait, what? Beats Karis.
Makes the Karis activate first.
Yep.
Oh, does she have this ability?
Yeah.
We're talking. Oh, sorry. I thought we were still on I thought we were on Zoraida for some reason.
How did you jump to Zoraida?
We were talking about Zoraida.
We share a keyword.
Yeah. No, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll get
there.
Yeah, Zoraida. We'll get to Zoraida.
Oh no, Jedza. Fucking S tier, bam.
Really?
Yes.
Dude,
just for
irreducible? 4 irreducible is fucking good, dude. And you summon some of the best tar pits.
That's true. More race.
How would this not be S tier?
Also, depending on where you're playing, more race create an aura that Goo can be in. That turn becomes hazardous poison 1. Not if you play on Vassal, but a lot of local tournament rulers have been ruling that that's actually how that reads. So have fun with that, Cancer. Yeah, fine. I'll put it in S tier. Below Barcus, though, I think.
I
think I like Barcus better. As much as I love irreducible, a lot of times I just don't reduce damage.
Irreducible at range. Good.
Yeah, Jedza definitely is the henchman murder of this faction. Alright. Windmill slam it.
You were just
mess.
complaining the faction doesn't deal with armor, and here you are saying, like,
alright. Where do you want it in S? I'm a little between above or below Barkus at the moment.
I'm like solidly above Ironsides on this one.
Above Ironsides? Yeah, I don't know. Ironsides is a weird value to me. Sure, I'll put it above Ironsides. I'm not that picky about Jedza. I definitely think she's going to be great. Models can die now, which is fine. They died anyways.
Models usually die when they are killed.
Yeah, the getting life tokens and spending them in fun ways is definitely good. Yeah, just go min 4 everybody. Min 4 reducible. What do you mean? You can't target yourself without the path, though. That's kind of depressing.
No, but it's still good.
And you can dredge move up your guys you summon. Your more race. Alright, yeah, okay, move on. Lord Cooper is a meme, but less of a meme, I think, than most people think he is. That's B tier.
B tier.
B tier where, though? The Eagle
B tier
is
above
nice.
Ivan.
Above Ivan? Ooh, top of B tier. The reason we like him, obviously, is because Hunter Bows, most people are figuring out discards
really
cards once they have Adversary Beasts on them.
Yep.
Making traps is good. Call of the Wild, very good. Obey charging a T-Rex, good. He does damage. That's mostly all he does, so I'm not sure if I put that above.
I mean, he's big damage, he's AP moving.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Ivan's still also big damage.
No, he's not.
Sure, or if you want to play Beast.
You know, you're right, because you hire... New Ivan. The bait with New Ivan is, I want to play with Umbra minions, and then you play with Umbra minions and realize how shit they are.
Yeah, see?
Alright, sure. I'll put above Ivan, fuck it.
Going back very briefly.
Yeah?
One thing that has been pointed out is that you can obey riders with Ivan.
Oh, yeah.
Unresisted obey riders with Ivan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That'll be situationally
really
very good.
Especially since they actually don't get to keep their fate tokens.
Yep.
Yeah, so you start phase, rip all their fate tokens out. Wow. That's sad.
Alright. I'm higher on Ivan.
Alright. We'll keep him at top of B tier, because enough riders are going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
No one plays riders. What are you talking about?
Yeah, riders dog shit.
Yeah, no one has a horseman keyword, so it's a shitty keyword.
Exactly.
Maxine.
Doesn't exist.
Good. Done. I actually really like Maxine.
I actually didn't like Maxine that much.
The fact that whenever you discard a card from your fate deck or cheat a model matching the reconfigure.
How often do you discard a card from your fate deck? Let's
in EVS, actually, a decent amount. She herself does it, and it's not once per activation. So you can do this multiple times on your activation. That's a lot of potential healing just everywhere in your crew. When she dies, she doesn't die once per game.
Oh, she has 13 wounds instead of 9. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Well, then she
9 and a teleport.
Yeah,
9 and a teleport.
More relevantly.
Assuming no one denies your demise, which every fucking faction does now.
Yeah.
That's true. That is a lot more common now.
That is definitely not
true. Which faction,
Ryan? Though, you place it and then you heal. So
doesn't Lou Parker do that?
No, he ignores hard to kill.
Yeah.
Most demise too. Whatever. Anyway.
Does he? Really?
I think
Fuck
so.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now it's been established. Whatever. Every faction in the game does it.
I still don't think it's that great, especially because sometimes it's on Masters. Not every faction has an easy enforcer that that denies demise.
Also, just fucking bury it, Brian. You're playing Outcast, and she can't place if she's buried, and she's willpower 5.
You still heal if you don't place, but yes, it is still obnoxious.
Even though it's a place then.
Yeah, unfortunately, you've determined that then means absolutely nothing as far as interpreting rules of Malifaux.
No, Parker does not ignore demise, as far as I can tell.
Huh.
Yeah, so I still think it's pretty fucking good.
I'm not.
Her
I'm
attack
not
actions has fucking massive tentacles. on a 2/3/5 injure stat 6
Yeah,
versus
you already
willpower
have
attack.
Calypso though, so it doesn't.
Well,
like,
Calypso's even better because
Isn't that built
Calypso
in?
now heals every time he cheats for Thriller Driller.
Fuck you.
Like,
Good.
you're healing this Armor 2 monstrosity. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know. I'm not sold. Calypso usually dies in one shot if Calypso dies.
Also, I really think you want to bring up Anti-Demise. She now has it, which is really good.
Yeah, I think that's
the target cannot
reason you're
heal is going to be
higher.
so fucking good.
And you can be stat 8 on that.
And you're pinging damage
Most of the time.
nonstop because you're healing everywhere nonstop. Like, man, you go with Calypso now on a model that has had this ability against them. You charge them and you fucking cheat your card, heal, ping a damage. Cheat your card, heal, ping a damage. Oh
You
my
have to
god.
be not at full wounds for that to work.
That's
though,
true. But
Which
you
is a
just
thing that Calypso doesn't have frequently.
that's not
You
true.
use the Archivist to shoot your Calypso.
There you go.
There you go.
Problem solved. That legitimately is actually probably a good strat.
Yeah.
Bonus action Shockwave is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, calculate the possibilities is reasonable.
Yeah.
I just don't think she's any better than Ivan.
No, but I think she's better than Cooper.
That's fine.
Sure, okay, fine.
New Nexus. I hate New Nexus. Fuck it. This model's terrible. C tier.
You get
It's
three
impossible.
I don't give a
You
shit.
have-
You got
It's-
9.
It is
AP.
impossible for New Nexus to be below high A tier. Like, there's no way.
They're
God,
fucking
it's
high.
on their website somewhere, isn't it?
can't
I
just
don't
have-
even remember where it is. It's
8
in a
tier above
ignored
Mei Feng,
spot.
below Misaki.
I'm with you on this.
You can't just get 11 AP of interact action spread across 5 models and not be at least A tier. Like, what?
I mean, you're probably not wrong, but old
You show up to
Nexus-
the game and you're like, you know what? I have 9 AP of just like master AP. Let's fucking go, boys.
Have you guys seen Old Nexus? I don't know.
Okay,
We're not doing that though.
yeah, we're not
said so
using
yourself.
the
Yeah, I
old
know.
one.
I just don't like. I just don't like
She's
it.
probably worse than old Nexus most of the time, but that's because we're comparing, again, triple
Yeah.
S to high A, low S.
She's size 1, which is pretty nice. It's size 1. Drain life. Having 6 drain lives is pretty broken.
Yes, that's what we're saying.
Fine, it's definitely S tier somewhere.
And it just makes eyes and ears sometimes, you know?
That's true.
You don't even have to kill it during its activation.
That's true. You can make 3 eyes and ears.
You just tag things and you're like, hey, at some point you're going to be in eyes and ears this turn, okay?
They need
okay.
a parasite token though, which is definitely
They give
harder to
out-
give out.
It's not they
No,
need a parasite token, it's they give a parasite token with the
Oh,
join us
is
period,
that what
don't
it
they?
says? Gains a parasite
Yeah.
token? I thought it
Mhm.
says target needs a parasite token.
No.
Why-
Why
you can't
wouldn't
see it?
that be in italics and that's not wording they've
Yeah,
ever
that's
used?
true. Okay, fair.
No, it's target gains a parasite token, which, you know, by the way, pretty fucking good with forced reaction.
Yep.
If you put this on multiple people, like if you put join us from 3 different nexuses on one person, what happens?
Is it stacked?
Does it stack? Do you get
I don't
3 eyes
fucking
and
know.
ears?
Maybe.
I would.
Well,
not
presumably.
we'll have to figure that one out. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
I
going
think
with
it-
presumably.
it
I don't know why it
You-
wouldn't.
You would. There's no
Makes
reason that
sense to
wouldn't
me.
work.
Yeah. All right, cool. S tier. Where?
Yeah.
I think you could
Yeah.
argue for S tier, but you know,
Oh,
I'm
was
over
going
triple
high A.
S. Oh, high A. Okay.
I'm going with right below Misaki.
Okay, that's fine with
Maybe
me.
above
I thought
Misaki.
you guys were trying to talk it in the
No.
S tier.
I was just saying,
No.
this is
Okay.
easily high A somewhere.
You were
That's
just
fine
saying
with
it was
me.
bad, and we were like, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
Ugh. I still don't. I'm not that big. It's like having. Yeah. It's no. I mean, obviously 6, 8, or 9 AP is fucking.
Fucking
drain
atrociously good.
Fucking
Yeah.
13, what are you talking about?
Remember when
Yeah,
Tara
with
was
bonus
good
actions.
just by virtue of being
That's
a
true.
5 AP master?
Yeah.
She doesn't have a bonus action.
That's
So,
true.
you know,
Oh,
balance.
So I guess it's 11, not 13. Thank you.
Why 11? Does she have an action that takes another
Well,
action?
No, well, kind of, because she lets your totems just interact at range 12. So,
Oh. Okay.
a little bit.
Yeah. I'll put it below Misaki right now just because I'm down on it, even though it's probably really good. Let's talk about one of the most broken models in the game. Hoffman.
Hoffman.
Yeah, Hoffman pretty bad.
He just gets
Pretty awesome.
triple S for warping the game around his existence.
Not only, you know what, I'll give him triple S for warping the game around existence, but I also just legitimately think he's better than old Hoffman because I think having a master that does more relevant things is better than having a master that was fasting models. And the pylon markers
is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, Peacekeeper Fast is a hell of a drug, but it's not needed when you can also just do a bunch of irreducible damage.
Like, the relevant part for me is he just also doesn't pulse out fucking power tokens anymore.
No, he does it better. You want to know why pulse out power tokens? Don't get me wrong, pulse out power tokens was definitely good. But when you're pulsing out power token and shielded, and you don't have to activate first with Hoffman, that's much better. The fact that you were forced to activate first with Hoffman every time was legitimately very annoying and bad.
It was.
So the fact that you don't have to do that anymore, you're now giving out shielded.
However, it makes your mech attendant much worse for pushing your entire crew.
That's true.
Board.
Sure.
You definitely lost on that. I'm not going to deny that.
Irreducible damage, good.
But you also get more power tokens because of alternating current. I just want to talk about one quick thing because I'm not sure how this works. People are going to argue about it. Eventually, we'll get a ruling. How does alternating current works in your guys' mind? Because the way I read it is target suffers 1 irreducible damage, next sentence. Then the target suffers +1 damage for each pylon marker within 6 of the model. Is that damage irreducible? I would argue kind of yes, because it's +1.
Yes.
But is the +1 go to +3, so that means a max of 4 damage or a max of 3 damage?
Again, I think it's 4.
It's 4 damage.
I agree. I definitely heard people saying 3 damage caps. Definitely think that's wrong. Definitely think you can do 4 damage. 4 damage irreducible on a range 12, 6 damage, or range 12 stat 6 defense.
But little limit him where your pylons can be. Limits how much his model can spread out and still get all theirs with 2 power tokens.
Limits them by how many? Do they just need to be within 6 of Hoffman? That's not that limiting.
Yeah.
They're height 4.
I'm saying 3? What?
They're height 4.
Talking about the pylon.
Pylon markers are height 4.
Sure. Yes. So
and you only need them within 6 of Hoffman, not within enemies, which I think is why this is so good.
Yes, absolutely. That is very good. However, if you're sending your models across the board, they're very, very rapidly going to outrange your arc moves.
But you don't have to. You have Peacekeeper to bring them closer. It's range 12. It's not that far up the board. You have Peacekeeper to bring them closer to you, and you have why can't I Hoff God to bring them.
So you're saying you really like this in stare at me pools or stare at him pools?
Yeah.
I agree.
Any pools, obviously, that have low terrain, which is going to be in-person pools a lot more commonly in tournaments. Vassal, we have weird fucking terrain. The fact that it warps the game around these pylon markers in the first place, which I definitely think will get changed eventually.
They can't be removed.
The fact that Hoffman's armor 2... Was he always armor 2? For some reason, I don't think he...
Yeah, he was.
He never got attacked.
That's why.
And the fact that you now not only you're now getting scrap markers out there, and you can get power tokens out without Hoffman having to go first, I think makes this amazing. Also,
I agree.
The fact that he pushes himself and pushing pylon markers and drawing cards is all good shit.
2-inch reach with
also just the biggest downside, you can no longer ignore armor. They fucking threw it on metallurgist, which fun fast. You didn't lose your fast Peacekeeper because you just command construct the Peacekeeper. You lost fast whatever because you basically still have 1 fast because of this guy.
Sure.
You could have 2 fast.
Yeah. Well, I think it's better to not have to go first with Hoffman, and then also just have this insane range 12 irreducible damage ability. Ignoring the fact on how amazing I think his claw attack is because electroshock is just one of the most broken triggers in the game.
Oh, that too, but also just built-in heave is amazing.
Yeah, built-in heave.
2-inch reach.
Heave really good.
Better than built-in heave because you can electroshock on your heave.
Yeah.
So I think it's disgusting. I think this is all disgusting. All right, I have S tier below Karis, or triple S tier almost for me below Karis at the moment, just because.
Dude, I'm okay with triple S. Fuck Hoffman.
Yeah.
Spread fuck Hoffman awareness.
Put him at S tier rather than triple S. Usually.
Really, you would?
Whatever. I don't think he's triple S. Besides the aspect of being able to lock things behind non-destructible, impassable terrain.
Yeah,
he does do that.
That's pretty much my thing about triple S tier is they all have broken abilities. I'm pretty confident are going to get nerfed, and then they'll just fall into S tier if only those abilities get touched.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I agree with you. Without the broken pylon thing, he's probably around Karai for me. Cornelius base. All about that base.
Seems interesting.
A.
A? Yeah, I'm pretty good at solid A. I don't need to talk much about this model. Anya. You no longer get to remove dust cloud markers. Very nice. Picking slow staggered stun is nice, but I mean it's only a 2-3-3.
All of your frontier models ignoring concealment is pretty handy.
That's what they needed.
They do need to be within 4 of you.
Yeah, I mean situationally. Ignoring it if they need to, and that's a plan that you had.
I mean, yeah, Rough Riders bring him around, so I mean, Rough Riders aren't his keyword, are they?
They are.
Oh, they are. Yeah, okay. So Rough Riders riding him around definitely is better for that ignore concealment because they basically get it. But I don't. It's
now they ignore concealment and are on positive loops,
which
is kind of what they needed to be 7-stone models with an attack.
Shackles is just good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm locking you up. And throwing away the key.
Peace Bringer is good.
I don't remember what his new model. Does anyone remember what his new model is? This one.
I'm very
the one that Brian doesn't like.
Pearl Musgrove. Seems perfectly fine. I have no problem with it. Hard to kill, gunfighter.
Big blast.
Big blast.
Is it a big blast?
You get to pick a fucking dust cloud marker to count.
Yeah, but
that just AoE staggers.
Can we also just talk about the fact that anyone who has run and gun is good?
Good, yeah. Yep.
Run and gun shit ability. I've said it all along.
Yeah,
fucking
especially on Yan Lo.
Over here.
Yan Lo is terrible with run and gun, right?
Don't do this to me. I will end this
sure where Draw Them In is going to land as far as an ability. It seems.
I'm sorry, Neverborn appears to be second. No, Neverborn's last on our list. It looks like.
Yeah.
We're doing guild next.
Yeah. All right. We'll just go through most of these a lot quicker though, because I don't think we have much to talk about these models. Base A. Sandeep.
Like I said, below. I think he's right above Yoko.
Really, that high? Interesting.
Yeah.
You got Brian too.
I'm pretty high on him.
Goodman, I'm low here. High. Where are you?
I think he's solidly A.
Solidly, so right in the middle. Okay, I'll put him. Sure. I'm gonna put him behind Anya.
That is exactly where I said to put him the first time.
Yep. Okay.
Lucius is really fucking
good.
Cool.
Really good.
I think I'd put him as high as S tier.
I agree.
I'm down for that. He's fun. He seems fun.
I disagree.
I definitely think I'm lower on him than you guys, but I think I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with high A as well.
Yeah, I'm like solidly putting him right where we put Bass.
But we do know that Secret Passage is one of the most broken abilities in the game.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like Secret Passage is already broken for scheming, and then he just drops down a ski marker anywhere in 12. Like those two things seem good enough to by themselves put him pretty high.
Yep.
Yeah, and also the fact that you just get built-in suits by that ski marker.
You gotta remember his keyword's pretty garbo.
But like he doesn't.
It's slightly better now, isn't it? Isn't the new Mimic actually not bad?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't remember where it is. I'll have to go find it, but I remember reading it and being like, "This seems good."
I think it's our only.
Oh, the Leveticus. Never mind. I definitely thought he was better in Mimic than he is in Cadmus, but not.
I mean, that Neverborn starter box also gave him a new Mimic, but like that one I think is better than Leveticus, but it's not like groundbreaking.
Yeah. Oh, that's the red hat.
No. The red cap is
he's
just
the
Grim.
puppet, right? Grim puppet. Oh, it's the Klaus Norwin. Gain slow, 1-3-4 staggered. I'm not gonna read this. Fuck it. Yeah, you said it. Okay. Where would you put him at the moment? High A.
I think he's like right where we put Bass.
Yeah.
Right where we put Bass.
I think that's
okay.
New Lucius.
I'll just put him above Bass because I'm not the biggest fan of Bass.
Fine.
I think I'm putting him higher because I feel like he fulfills a very needed role within Guild to round out their current.
So like, I almost want to put him lower because I talked to Legislat a bit, and Legislat thinks he's the worst Guild title.
He did say that. I'm not sure why.
Have we talked about the rest of the Guild titles yet? Because
I mean that's fair, but
ignoring Bass,
they're all really good. Yeah.
Let's go talk about the next one of my favorite.
Them, though.
Oh fucking hell! I love the Dashel title. Rip and tear.
Dashel is going to be so fucking good. Holy
shit! Top of S tier for me right now.
Frenzy Charge is like
It's
the
so
Uber
good.
combo.
That's just like the hype
Jesus
train for
fuck.
me, maybe, but like top of S tier.
I definitely think Hype Train might play a decent factor into it, but Soulstoning
Look, man,
guards
he can take like fucking 4 attacks and then do the "Oops, are you on one? You're dead." Like that's pretty good.
yeah.
Any master with onslaught is just like a good master.
Yeah, and he still summons a guard patrol. Like, why? why?
Dude,
why
why
does
not?
this model still summon?
Because Dashel is the coolest.
And also, can we just talk about the fact that with markers being really relevant, he has marker removal.
Yeah, he has a bunch of marker removal, and he's like so cool. He's like the boss you always wanted. He's
Yeah.
like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna show you how it's done. And then also, you guys can break the rules so long as you get results.
Yeah.
So
Everything
like,
ignoring
you
friendly
can
fire
hit up
near
some
him.
of the soul stones, and it's like, bam.
Do you just play with 10 soul souls on Dashel? You definitely fucking think about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going below 6, and then I
Yeah.
want
It's
7.
like 8 and
Police
an upgrade.
brutality, the model.
Actually,
Yeah.
to take
Yeah,
the best
I'm-
upgrade in guild
Yeah,
now.
you slap leadline code on
Oh
this
god,
fucker,
yeah,
right?
you easily
Yeah,
slap
fucking
Bloodline
defense
code.
6, hard to wound, armor 1, like, fuck you,
Yeah,
I'm invincible.
why does every guild have hard to wound fucking armor 1? It's
Hard to wound
disgusting.
defense 6, like, fuck you.
And
Do
we're
you have
talking
precise?
Fuck it. God
I'm
damn, dude,
invincible.
this model is so good.
Yeah, I'm a guild main
Yeah.
now, if y'all didn't know. I'm quitting 10
Yeah.
Thunders
I think
after my
almost-
embarrassing loss.
I think almost all of us are going to be guild mains after this. We'll talk as we talk about more guild models. Disease contamination, just a really good model.
Dude, this thing's really cool. You get to, like, push
Yeah,
things
he's
together, and then you get to, like,
Flamethrower
fucking
them.
flamethrower them. I'm all for it.
You sometimes
good.
meme, you summon a beast minion, just for fun,
Yeah, like,
which
like
is just
cool
the guard dog.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not really seeing this in Plague. Maybe you do. Who knows? Shit faction. Yeah,
Well,
pursue.
don't go talking about him. He's, like, the only thing making Outcast look fun.
Yeah, containment suit also just very good. Armor 1
Yeah.
for some reason. It's
All
model's
right,
great.
like,
All
we didn't gush about Dashel. Let's not gush about this guy.
It's
right.
Guild. Guild deserves to be gushed about. Here we go.
Sorry.
S tier above Sheamus. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Lady J. I almost want to put her in triple S,
good.
but there's
S
just
tier
nothing
above
broken
Sheamus.
about it. Yeah, S tier
Yep.
above Sheamus.
Above Dashel? Question mark.
I want to at
debatable.
least mention
Hard to
what
say.
she does. Okay, so her whole
Buries
gimmick
things.
now is you
She
just
murders
hire every model that
activity?
buries things. Also,
Yeah.
she gets access to 33, one of the best models in the game. Don't need to
Also,
say
she
it.
just pulses fucking heals. Really
Pulse-
fucking good.
Pulses heals, buries everywhere.
I
Yeah,
think you can
broken.
easily make
Makes
a case for
impossible
S
train
tier above
everywhere.
Dashel.
Has hard to wound, defense 6, and regen.
And 2.
Oh,
yeah.
and armor
Yeah.
1.
And then you give her
armor
armor
1.
1. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
because she
alright,
doesn't
fuck
even need to be.
Yeah,
That's true.
Anyway,
She
things
might
that
actually
would attack her.
not need laugh off in armor 1.
Put the lead line code on the things that she fucking heals.
Yeah,
So,
33 and the Death Marshal recruiters.
You can't put it on 33. He doesn't have traits.
Yeah.
But,
yes, that too.
Doesn't have
DMRs,
what?
for sure. You need to be
It's living.
undead or living. To
Oh,
take the
right.
lead
I
line
keep
code.
forgetting about that on Leadline Code because everything in Guild.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine
mean,
with
You
if
can't
it-
put your lead line code on a dog. You can't put your lead line code on a
sandworm.
worm.
All
Yeah.
right.
Fucking lead line sock.
Above Sheamus, Dashel is back and forth on that one.
I'm good with above Dashel. I think this
Yeah,
model
I'm
is
fine.
actually that
It
busted
probably
as shit.
breaks
Like, you
more
can't
things with
kill
blind
anything in the
markers.
keyword, and the berry mechanics are just fucking dumb. Like,
Yeah.
at their worst, it's I get to reposition you. At their best, it's you don't get to go. Like, yeah, it's fucking gross, dude.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
for
gonna every
Hoffman,
now
it
and then
is
I'll just
disgusting.
toggle the cards so you guys can see where we put things in. All right. Nelly.
That's a C
Has
for me, fam.
Things
I
happening.
haven't even looked
I
at her
don't know.
yet.
Being able to copy conditions on your journalists seems good, but
Oh, she's not in
a lot
our.
of work.
She's not in our Imgur. That's very depressing.
Kyle posted a box.
She gets a C from me, fam. You might be able
he
to
just
argue her
posted
into low
all
B.
the things. Okay.
I told you this.
yeah.
God, No one listens to me.
I heard you.
I
Thank
did
you.
hear you,
fast
but
and double
yeah,
focus on
okay.
Fiona might
You-
be good enough.
You ignored
Yeah,
me
might
for
be good enough,
35
but,
minutes, Longton.
Luring
was only,
people
like,
in and then
20.
slowing both of them with one attack might be good enough. So I don't know.
Feels like you have to do a lot of work, and it's restrictive on your hiring.
Yeah.
And like, it's not casual.
Gives out distracted. Lots of distracted.
And like, A+ on the art.
She has a lot of limitations.
A+ on the like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this madman gameplay? C+ on the power level.
Entirely possible. The restricted hiring, I think, is going to be.
I don't know. Have we?
This is the one like I'm perfectly willing to be blown the fuck out by this being good later, but like that's my hot take. See,
False Reality is definitely good. But yeah, the fact that you
definitely going to be like the title that's bad for bad players and good for good players.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
So fucking C tier. Fuck it. I don't think if you have to do that much work, it can possibly be good.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm fine with that. Although our one guild, I think that goes in, that's not in as. Oh yeah. Well, I guess we have a few. I put it above.
This is Ledgislat's mind child apparently. So.
Perdita is Ledgislat's mind child or this one?
C tier on Perdita. I don't like Nudita.
I don't know.
Seems.
I don't know. She has the memes. The memes are so good.
You can get me to B tier, but I don't think you can get me out of.
No, I'm fine with B tier as well.
Feels right.
I want it to be C tier, and if we're calling it B tier, like right above Luminary.
Fine.
For Nudita, really?
Well, the problem with Nudita is she's definitely reactionary and good against only specific things, kind of, in my opinion.
I don't even think it's like she's game breaking in those matchups. I just think she's a band-aid. And I don't think you need a band-aid. I think you need like any of those other masters.
Yeah.
No, sure.
Disrespecting Sheamus.
I don't know. Being able to ignore concealment is relevant for some things.
Yeah.
She can.
She also draws a lot of cards.
Yeah, you can do the like summon engine.
Yeah, summon engine is great. Yeah. Where the meme is you summon your Pistolego, turn him into a Death Marshal recruiter, and then summon more things because the specialty upgrades attached to them.
You don't turn him into a Death Marshal recruiter. You hire a Death Marshal, but okay.
Yes.
Hire the recruiter.
You hire the recruiter to turn them into Death Marshals. And then they can summon.
Refresh my memory on this.
Draws a bunch of cards and does a bunch of good things. I don't know. I think she's good.
I don't.
I think solid B.
You have to kill them by the Death Marshal recruiter
like,
to turn
them
got into monster
mediocre
hunters.
Guns. She's got like the fucking trick shot to draw cards, I guess.
Well, head of Ortega's draws cards.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not for it.
All right.
Sure.
Well, oh, never mind. I read that wrong. Go ahead.
You'll see me drop him into bottom of B tier. We're giving bottom of B tier just because I think it has enough answers to some specific matchups to make it good. All right, Sonia, the fucking S tier somewhere.
Seems good.
I'm good with Sonya being S tier right behind Jedza.
Behind Jedza? That's acceptable to me.
I don't know. I think Bearkiss might be better.
No.
I don't think Marcus is better than New Sonya. Like, fucking, you don't get to ignore my tire markers that you can't get rid of is just so degenerate.
It's incredibly degenerate, yeah.
Range and she can 14, good damage.
Summon so many of them.
Also, we have to talk about how broken the new guild mages are, especially with everything going on. Like, this is one of the other reasons guild is so ridiculously strong is guild mages are disgusting. Gatling gunners are kind of cool. Guild mages are disgusting.
I think Gatling gunners are an important tech piece to cover some of their marginal weaknesses and scheming at range.
Right. Definitely true. The hilarious moment where you want your plus flip so you can fail your attack.
Mm-hmm.
Is a pretty huge meme. And then guild mages, the reason they're disgusting is Glory of the Guild is just wrong.
Really good.
Which is also why Perdita might be better, because you get a lot of discard draw cards in that family.
Well, that's fair.
So that also makes Perdita a lot better. Like, this just makes a lot of guild a lot better. Guild's going to be more disgusting, guys.
Forgot Rule of Law was a thing that existed.
I was going to say...
just the free heals?
Yeah.
Or the marker removal.
Yeah.
And
the marker removal on top
marker
of the
removal, procs the heal.
Range scheme marker placement, right?
Drops your scheme marker.
Range marker placement. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so fucking
Just lots of
bonkers
things.
S tier. I put it above Jedza. I put Sonia above Jedza, I think.
Interesting.
But maybe not.
I don't
I
know.
just
Who knows?
undervalue Jedza, even though I love Irreducible. I'm
I think
probably
you're
undervaluing.
undervaluing Jedza.
Alright, I'll give it to you guys.
Like, you probably think that Jedza only does the irreducible thing,
No,
right? But
she
that's not what
summons
Jedza does.
she summons my favorite golem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's fucking good as hell.
Okay, so on to Outcast. Jack Doll is a meme. A good one.
I don't know. I think
I
I need to
disagree.
put him on the table and play around with him. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's on lots of different
Where are you,
places.
Doll?
New-
I'm gonna give it a B.
Oh, he was actually one of the models released, right?
Yeah,
But yeah,
New
it's the kind
Daw.
of thing where he has to work through so much to get
Was
to
he?
it.
No, he wasn't one of the models released.
Sorry, go ahead.
Release him. No, so I think New Daw, the thing he's bringing to the table, he unlocks utility in the Drowned and Crooked Men, which are good
Yes.
models. They just didn't have a role, and now they can move models. So once
Yeah.
he
Nope, not
he
that box.
intangible whispers a guilty, draws a card or two, and places a base contact, and then YOLOs into the enemy crew. Then smacks them for a thing, gives them the Betrayer upgrade,
There we
and
go.
then Drowned and or Crooked Men start puking on them or
You know
whatever,
what?
and moving them around.
I think he might have some of the issues that OG Mei Feng had, which is that you have this entire engine that you kind of have to build around to justify your existence that they just sometimes don't care about. If their model's an incorporeal, fuck you.
Yep,
That's
Then you
that's
just
fair.
play the first Daw, haha.
that's true.
Right. So,
It's
I
so
don't know.
stupid how we're doing titles. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Why?
It shouldn't be
with
in
the
the Claire
reveal.
crews, yeah.
Sure.
It should be its own separate face, just like Double Masters are now.
Yeah, I agree. But I think New Daw could be cool and fun, and he has some definite synergy with the Crooked Men.
He just opens up a new playstyle. Now,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
100%.
I don't think he's like the end all be all, but like
That's
he
spoilers.
definitely has play.
Yeah, that's
And
B tier.
Yeah.
Yep, B
He's
tier.
better than-
Where in B tier?
also
put him below McCabe.
Below McCabe.
What's up?
I don't like putting
Unquiet-
anyone below McCabe, but yeah, okay.
Unquiet Soul is really good.
We're ignoring our Outcast player because he lost as Outcast, which apparently
Hey,
is,
this is-
according to the World Series, one of the best factions in the game.
He's better than I thought he was when I first read the card, because I didn't initially realize that if you put two of these tormented upgrades next to each other, then they paralyze the model. So that's good.
The
All right, we're moving on.
Oh, yes.
Hamlin.
Cool. A tier,
He's-
please.
Yeah, at least A.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that sounds
cool.
about right.
I almost want to say A tier above Misaki.
I find it funny though, like it feels like he's kind of doing the same thing. Just like he's still doing Blight and no rats. Like it doesn't feel like it's that different of a card.
Oh, the first one's
really?
pretty fucking different.
Seems incredibly different.
Did OG
This coming from
Hamlin
the guy who
summon
never
rats?
played Hamlin.
I don't actually even
I
remember.
played against Hamlin, but though like one time I've legitimately played against Hamlin, it was played mostly as a obey Blight engine. So, and then
Hamlin doesn't obey.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Or it was lure.
He has a
Sorry,
He's got lure.
He's vermin around.
lures.
Oh.
So
Yeah, Passage
he
was on his
swapped
attack.
Oh.
lure for an obey, which are like
Very different abilities.
I mean,
Yeah, we're back to
yes.
old Hamlin. The old
Also,
obey
he's
Hamlin.
got the if you're within 6 of me, you can't charge. That's like extended reach on fucking steroids,
Unless
Brian.
you discard. But I think
Unless
most
you
relevantly,
discard?
he's
I didn't see
much,
the. Oh,
yeah, you just discard. Most relevantly, he's very good at spraying blight in
Oh yeah.
large areas. Whereas first, Hamlin was very much, I
It was
stack
slower.
it on
Yeah.
this one model, and then it dies now, and then I do it on another one, and it dies now.
Also,
It
obedience.
explodes.
Can we just talk about how good obedience is?
if you draw a card, fuck you, it's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
And
good.
being able to move a model immediately before you do anything with it is real good.
And spreading
although-
death is going to be real good.
One of the things I thought of is no, never mind. I already told myself why this was. Initially, I wasn't sure why it was immediately instead of after solving, but it's because you don't need to win the duel.
Yep.
So, you just get to toss it at people and then move them.
Yeah.
Anyone, unresisted, just for at home.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty good. All right. I think we were good with this being an A tier somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, I was A tier above Misaki.
That sounds about right from what I'm reading on this model. What medal did it get?
The contamination unit.
Yeah, the one he shares with
right.
Ashel.
Yeah. The one I'm kind of met on in his thing, but it's still pretty
He's
good.
a built-in trigger to drop a thing and make a bunch of blight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. But then you're giving up burning. Burning's nice, almost as good as blight.
Well, but when you're already doing blight,
Yeah.
bleeding disease is just like take damage, or a obedient wrench. You can't cheat against.
All right,
me.
above
Take
Misaki, yeah.
damage.
No, you're right. Above Misaki, we'll go on to my favorite master that I kept asking, are we going to give Levy Horseman? And everyone kept saying no. Fun fact, they gave Levy Horseman.
To be fair, I was told point blank the Horseman would not return by the prior dev.
Yep.
So that's where my information came.
No, yeah, he told me too. So
yeah, so
screw that guy. Trolling me.
Wrong.
He's trolling me.
On his card is the fuck y'all. We're not even gonna try to balance this. Hire the goddamn horsemen.
Yeah. As everyone knows, horsemen are good.
Whoa.
I don't know about M2E players, but Levy used to be able to get all of them. It was fun times. This time you probably only hire 3 of them because no one likes Mech Rider anymore. Poor Mech Rider.
Still good,
old Mech Rider you would adore. New Mech Rider, you're not ever bonus actioning anyone relevant. And maybe if you need Ski Marker,
cards.
It schemes.
I think the card draw is probably why you would take it if you did.
Right, but you have scavengers in keyword.
Yes.
And they tools for the job and surge. So fuck it. Chosen Fuse is an interesting way to try to balance him. The problem is Amalgam was already the best keyword in Outcast. So
yeah.
You
hire Mad Dog now. That's
I was gonna say getting access to Mad Dog is probably
the biggest hit. It is a 50 mil. He's on a horse, I think.
Which is the coolest part. That's why he's obviously S++. He got a horse.
He got a horse.
Stole everyone else's horses.
People who lost horses, as we've seen, have gone very far down the tier list. People who've gained horses go up the tier list. Also, just gaining a pass token on an ability is stupid.
Just a good ability. Spell magic is good.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are like super sold on Mech Rider in his keyword, but like it's still like a good model for free scheming, you know?
I don't know. He looks honestly, New Levy looks like the guy who played the Harry Dresden got older with gray hair.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
I see it.
On the TV series. He kind of looks like an old Harry
he makes
Dresden
pass tokens,
on a
so
horse.
he's at least A tier though.
Yeah, makes pass tokens at least A tier. The fact that he can declare every trigger is hilarious, and I love it.
He needs a metric fuck ton of fate tokens to do it. That being said, if you can pull off, like, take 2 injured and I draw 2 cards on the same turn, or the same action, that's really fucking good.
He got the Mech Rider's tome trigger thing. We don't need Mech Rider anymore. You have Mech Rider at home.
Yeah, there you go.
Mech Rider at home.
Fuck. Triple S tier for memeing, S tier behind Marcus.
And this legitimately is going to get wonky turns like 4 and 5, where you're legitimately declaring, like, you attack and you declare like 6 triggers.
Potentially,
it's going to get weird.
So, and this is an interesting one. Is like, since he gains 1 fate token.
Oh, and his new model sucks. Is the soul battery? That's horrible.
Whoa! You can turn it into 2 soul stones and a fate token. So he gains fate tokens when a model
and 2 cards.
Yeah, I said that. When a model dies or any fate token gets discarded. So like, I feel like you want to spend some fate tokens on your riders earlier, just so you can start slowly funneling them over to Levy.
That would be an argument for taking Mech Rider, is that you really don't mind just spending its token on 2 attacks to draw 2 cards.
Yep.
I feel like it's almost...
Here is the argument I actually have for Mech Rider. You get to build in one of Levy's suits.
Oh, right!
Yeah.
That
You can
ability!
just like pick Horseman and say like, all right, this boy over here, we're all getting free crows today.
I think all mask is legitimately probably one of the best.
We're getting all masks today.
Or
sure,
yeah,
whatever
you get the tomes for pass tokens.
Because it gives it to the riders too,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it also just lets you do, I don't know, what tome.
Well,
what
yeah,
turn is it that you get that trigger?
He can only ever declare 4 triggers because
the
ability with the most triggers is 4. I'm just
Oh,
building in more suits still matters. Yeah, I'm not talking about declaring the triggers multiple times. I'm just talking about having multiple like of the same. Like you want 2 rams, 2 crows, and then you throw in a mask and a tome.
Yeah, if you're doing this, you want to dunk and get multiple of each suit to declare. When you declare it, it is the most impactful.
Yeah.
Like, I have 4 tomes.
Oh, right, and all the spheres back in the deck. But you're probably
Which Levy does like.
Yeah, okay. There's definitely sometimes you take Mech Rider, maybe even over Pale Rider sometimes. The problem is, I think you definitely want Scavenger, and I think there's a decent argument, a legitimate argument. You hire 2 A-bombs and summon the 3rd.
Potentially, my one
abominations.
What
for Deso?
Because you can make Deso turn 1.
I don't agree with the A-bomb thing. My one thing is,
8 Soulstone A-bomb Deso.
If you don't have the Pale Rider, you effectively don't have a ranged threat. Like, you have riders to charge
Who the fuck
in.
needs ranged threats? Talk to Rezzers. They don't have ranged threats, and that faction is glue eating strong.
No, I think you
is running gun. What the fuck are you talking about?
You hire 3
Rezzer players don't play Yanlo. Don't lie to me.
I'm thinking you hire at least 2 scavengers.
At least 2, yeah. I think 2 is minimum. 3
so you have 3 riders, 2 scavengers, and that leaves you 8 stones to jerk off with to do a thing.
I still like.
Scavenger.
Well, it's really just slam upgrades probably. But
Or you make stuff hard to kill.
3 scavengers is really good.
I agree. I'm just saying, but like the static.
And then what? You're just fine with 2 stones because fuck it. Yeah. Only Levy uses stones.
What were you spending it on? Yeah, well, fucking Levy.
Levy
to summon an A-bomb. Yeah, that's pretty much
Levy to get your suits. But it's 3 riders, 2 scavengers, and then 8 stones to jerk off.
That's exactly it. That's the list we're going to see. We're going to see it a lot. It's going to be fun. I like the meme of getting a Deso engine because I think 8 soul stones for a Deso engine is really good, but yes. Which is why we don't like Mech Rider that much for that specific reason. It's annoying to get the suit, but it is funny.
Got it.
I think it's like
really? I would put him much higher than that. I think Riders are broken.
I think he's S tier below Marcus for me.
Yeah.
One of the reasons Riders are broken is that they have Ride With Me. Who the fuck are you using Ride With Me?
You're scavengers.
And no, it's not. That is not the reason they're broken. They're broken because all their bonus actions are broken. And the non-Ride With Me bonus
the Ride With Me turn 1 is definitely a part of why they're good in a lot of crews.
Because a lot of crews need it. But if you don't need to Ride With Me turn 1 and instead can use their, don't get me wrong, Dead Riders got nerfed, but still very good ability.
The Rider.
And remember, you can activate their turn 3. You can activate their 3 crow ability on turn 1. On turn 1 with all of them.
Wait, what? How's this?
Because Levy gives out tokens. And so all you need is the suited card, and Levy to have given them 1 token with the bonus action. So you can pick which one.
What?
So you
get them
could
to
do that
2 fate tokens.
Twice. You could do that to 2 riders.
Yes, you can do that to 2 riders. You can, because you just don't summon the amalgam turn 1, and 2 riders can take their bonus action. So Dead Rider just gets an extra attack, and Pale Rider can, I don't know, give models shielded. He's not doing
I'm
it.
Thinking it's back to Pale and Dead. I think you drop Hooded.
What? No, Hooded.
What? No, get the fuck out of here. You're just wrong.
I'm fucking down playing Hooded Rider at me.
Ult is definitely not nearly as impactful as some of the others.
I mean, it has the hazardous terrain aura, which is.
Also, you just don't care about Hooded's ult because you throw all of his into the fucking mask on his auto attacks.
Yes, you do.
Or that too.
Blasts.
You know, a lot of things you can
I
do.
think if you're playing only Riders, they get worse.
It's not only Riders, it's Riders and Scavengers. Or Riders and Deso Engine.
Whatever. B
Or
tier.
Riders and A-bombs.
Alright, fuck it.
Okay,
S tier.
B tier.
X tier behind Marcus. Get out of here. You're not ruining Horseman Levy. I legitimately think this could be broken. Mainly just because of how good Levy's card himself is.
We still got to interact, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's what you summon A-bombs for.
Exactly.
Well,
or you hire Mech Rider to drop scheme markers. A scheme marker. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, that's a problem you can figure out later. Oh, you have Necropunks, the fucking best models in the world. Get out of here.
Oh my god.
I hate this faction. I hate this keyword. Okay.
Good. Okay, Parker, good, done.
Yeah, not that good.
He's way worse than I thought he was because his cool ability doesn't work. So
he doesn't ignore demise, so he's way worse than I thought he was too.
B.
Wow. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't know. He might be A.
I mean, obviously the dropping scheme markers to hurt people is good.
Yeah, that's the thing though. It doesn't work on any other model.
What do you mean?
Because they just drop it directly behind their base relative to Levy, and it doesn't do anything.
Relative to Parker.
Relative to Parker. Right. Yeah.
I think there's some sauce between staggering a model and moving it forward in the same action. Like, that's pretty decent.
Like, he's cool. I love his theme. I wish that ability worked like
I'm okay with plopping him in B, though.
Alright. Yeah. Just randomly throw him in there?
Yeah, it's like fucking... better than McCabe?
Yeah, sure, why not? He has potential to be better than McCabe. Alright,
he has a range 14 gun that does good damage.
I'm gonna go with better than McCabe.
Yeah, we can go with... I'm fine with better than McCabe.
That's like the B tier
models really easy.
Yes.
Absolutely. This is very, very simple, thankfully, for our next one. It goes like this. Tara, fast, 33. Also,
SSS,
drops marker,
there we go.
33, warps back, broken.
Yes.
Tara, above Karis.
Yeah, it beats Karis, so it's better than Karis. That's how it works.
Yep, beats Karis, better than Karis. Big Morning still has play against Tara.
That's fair.
Yeah. Still very sad about it, though, so maybe better than McMorning.
Whisson, our model.
Oh yeah, Goshin. Never mind. Rezzers have answers to Tara. Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Answers to Tara.
Yeah. Okay. So Tara broken. Everyone needs to know why. I have like 3 games with her. She's stupid on our channel.
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
It's already on my channel.
First rule of Malifaux Fight Club.
Yeah. First rule of Malifaux Fight Club. Don't tell other people how to play broken models.
Sure.
Vix. New model, I don't really think does terribly too much for them, but new Vix, fuck.
Being able to walk instead of on a
point on a tier below Nexus.
Yeah.
Really? I almost would have put it above Nexus because I can kill Nexus.
I know. They're good. They're cool. They're fair.
Can kill Nexus. Can kill one Nexus and then fucking blast onto the second Nexus for half its health.
They might be good. I don't think they're cool. I think they're pretty vanilla, but
I think they're very good.
Hazardous is good.
Below Nexus, you say? I'm putting it above Nexus.
I'm
fine.
Mainly because the blasts are going to help it fuck Nexus, and as we
blasts are good.
If you beat other models, you win.
I am pretty high on this model, honestly.
If you beat other models, you get to go above them.
That's true. We did say that.
All right. Von Schill, this model sucks.
Biggest disappointment.
Whoa! I thought he was cool.
He's cool. He might be fine.
Okay.
Can we talk about why he's armor 1?
So
can someone answer me this?
So this is my thing. I thought he was really cool. I was feeling really high on him. I've tried him, and I'm like, oh, well, if he can get squishy models to attack, and your opponent can't counterpunch you at all, he's fine.
Yeah, he's just so squishy.
Brian, above or below McCabe?
honestly, Longton, move you. I gotta look at the entire.
Yeah, alright, sorry.
Is he B tier or is he like low A?
I'm on. Oh, I would say I'm honestly putting like approaching top of C tier.
I'm fine with that. I really don't like him.
I was really excited, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Now
Okay.
I need a little. I need to work on it because I think the foul mouth motivation spamming focus to people and then get Yannick in there doing some cheese. But then you might just want to be doing the first one anyway.
I literally actually just listened to your podcast on this today, and I just liked how you talked about how Metallurgist made Von Schill better, but then you kept talking about him in this Von Schill. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Metallurgist made old Von Schill better.
Right.
Like, just take Metallurgist and old Von Schill, and then it's great. You're right. The best part about it is you just armor Eric, can't be ignored, run him in there, murder shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking great.
Yeah. If this Von Schill was just armor too, like I don't know why it's so crazy to me.
Or defense 6, yeah. He literally got super tank armor all around him, and they're like, you lose a defense for this and a willpower
and a movement
and a movement. What? It's like, what? Why does this power suit suck?
Make you worse. Yeah.
I think we're spending way too much time.
Yeah, all right.
I know it's Brian's boy,
yeah,
but like
that's why we have to spend more time hitting him down. Brian, I'm going to make you do the honors. Your model, where is it going?
Yeah.
I'll put the last of the B tier.
All right.
The bottom of B.
The bottom of B. Not quite C yet. Probably in C though. Realistically. All right.
I mean, like, I think there's potential here with you can focus
Zipp.
buff bomb Eric. That's where it's good.
Was
Zipp,
Gremlins one of the ones he gave me? Outcast was, so that's probably.
It's in the thing.
Yeah, in the Discord. I got it.
I think he's got some potential.
Yeah, he's a Dread Pilot now instead of not a Dread Pirate. He finally owned up to it.
Yeah.
He's finally a Dread Pirate, guys. I don't know. He seems. I don't know. Old Zipp was really good, guys. We're not comparing it to old Zipp, right? So how good is this Zipp? Move 6 flight, obviously always going to still be good. Distracted's good. But I don't really know if the rest of the synergy with Distracted really exists. So.
Captain of the Infamy is really good. They gave him what Parker has.
It's infinitely better at scheming than old Zipp. So that's cool.
yes.
Objectively. Yeah.
Cool stuff on his card. I haven't looked at it enough.
The sword is obviously just going to be really good, right? Because if they have Distracted, being at a neg flip to resist, holy fuck, dude, that is brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, and
fire the cannon.
Return. Any model other than target that doesn't go away if he kills it. So he kind of just has serene countenance. As well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It wouldn't go away, right?
Also, once fire the cannons, like you lower it to shockwave 1, your movement 13, 3 damage shockwave.
Meh. That's a meh from me, friend.
Yeah. I think movement 13 is not a decent.
Hey, you know who else does that, Brian? Lazarus.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, fire the cannons is not good.
He's not shockwave 1. That's our point.
He's not giving out staggered. His crew doesn't give out staggered, does it? I don't.
Yeah, that's a relevant defense duel. This can go up to a move 15 duel more frequently.
If it's on staggered only, right? Which isn't that common in the crew.
So then, but I'm also thinking you can copy it with Malifaux Child, and you only need a 7 for it to go off.
You can't copy that with Malifaux Child. It's not tactical.
Ah, fucking right! Damn it! I hate that model.
Correct.
I mean, the correct answer is it's marker removal that draws a bunch of cards. That's nice. That's
now
nice.
Let's like booty and plunder, quite good. Yeah.
I mean, Cutthroat Cutlass is ridiculously good.
It's very strong.
I
just don't know how you're getting distracted on him.
Pretty saucy. Monologue.
So
yeah.
Oh, you give him distracted with monologue into booty. Oh, yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. And then you just murder them with your cutthroat cutlass.
It's only the first attack, but they're on eggs too.
Doesn't matter, though.
Yeah.
And like, well, the distracted part is super good just for like the rest of the crew, right? Because like there's this problem you have with the like things like the first mate where it's like they eat a focus shot and then they're missing half their health. And it's like, cool, I guess a butterfly jumped away from this attack and the next one kills me, right? So like putting distracted to cancel out the focus is pretty fucking good, I think.
Yeah, I forgot that that's another ability that has no line of sight. It just works for all of your keyword models.
And they have showboating everywhere.
Yep. So you're going to do a lot of it.
A lot. Yep.
But you have to discard it, which is definitely sad. But almost always
specifically,
work.
Which,
yes. Can feel really bad. You at least get to see it first.
My red Joker.
If you see the red Joker severe, you're like, okay, fine, I'll keep it.
Right? It's like, oh, it's a 4. Fuck you. Take
sure.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be good. Where are we putting him?
His
Oh, what's his model? Yeah, what's his model?
Yeah,
I want to at least see that.
It's the EDS guy.
Oh, then I don't remember liking it that much.
I looked at it, but I didn't actually look at it. It's
his new enforcer is the one that. Oh, does his new enforcer stagger?
That's what I'm checking. I gotta find it.
I think it was somewhere in here.
It's a
here
Bayou.
it is. It's the Bayou Fishman.
Oh, okay.
It has it has a staggered on his blast. It's a model damaged by, and it's only does 1 damage, so.
Yeah, so it doesn't work against relevant models.
Also, it needs to be within range 2 of them.
Yeah, it's small range, but
I mean, a danger up ahead is great. Problem is, it works better with old Zipp.
No, you're hiring Dread Captain Zipp into OG Daw.
Yeah, when this magical once COVID ends, and we can actually play in-person tournaments in America where we actually believe in double masters.
Yeah, I mean at that point, like movement 13
when pigs fly.
Yeah.
When
if this was range, if the fishing gear was ranged, which it should be because it's fishing gear, then it would actually be really good. But I still don't like the marker just because TN13 is not great and staggered's not going to be that common a condition you're handing out. So yeah, we'll see. It suffers a Zipp problem. If you're not doing it a lot of shockwaves, then you're not being consistent enough for me to care terribly too much. Where are we putting him?
I think low A. I think he has potential.
Yeah, like I know he's definitely good. I'm not down on this model. I think above Jan low at the moment. I think I like Raspy better though.
I was thinking like between Jan and Colette.
You like Jan better? That's an interesting take. I'm not against it.
I also hate Jan low, and I think he's like all of them are just broken as shit. So.
I like Jan more as well.
Okay, I'll put him below on. Now we get to do Neverborn finally.
Oh my god,
the most broken one. Nekima.
I'm here.
I'm gonna tag Longton Kyle in, and I'm gonna.
You're gonna tag out.
I have to be up at 5 a.m. to go to work.
All right.
So
have a good night, and we'll go into Nekima.
Yeah, gotta know if the rest of these aren't even real factions, so I'll talk to you later.
Oh wow.
Well, both of them don't play these factions. Nekima, what are we doing with Nekima? I obviously think she's broken. I really do.
All right.
I don't think she is. I think she's A tier.
I think she's A tier too.
Okay. Why?
I think
so much unresisted damage and
crew
healing.
Kills itself a little too fast.
But it also heals itself a lot with hay ridden.
Not as much as you think it does.
All right.
Plus, if they have shielded, plus if they have a lot of shielded, you just lose a lot of value, which is the problem that happened in the setup phase game. Nekima had issues with a ton of shielded.
Oh, you know the biggest problem with Nekima? She's 11 wounds. You know who she just dies to? Karis.
Karis, there you go.
Karis just needs to end next to Nekima, and she dies. Admittedly, actually, they have Ancient Pact because they're fucking Neverborn, stupid ill omens. I don't know. I like it. Okay, so we're thinking A tier. I can get behind that. I think it's close to S though in my head. But if I haven't played with it yet. I mean, you pulse out heal though. Like range 2 heal.
Yeah,
you
but
want to know
it's
one of
not
the
for me to do it.
We haven't talked about
granted,
this.
you can take the mimic, the changeling can do it too. That's what you use.
Yeah.
You don't actually do it on her. You use the changeling.
That's a good point. You know, one of the things though I really like about new Nekima is it allows you to declare Nekima and then completely bait the guy on which one you're playing. Like,
That's
they're
true.
two so different play styles that you hire two very different crews to play against. And you'll kind of know probably from schemes and strats, but I don't know. We saw how good Nekima is just murdering everybody, so as long as the pool's kind of schemy, you can still probably run old Nekima.
Still think you take old Nekima a lot of the time.
Yeah, there's just so much value in new Nekima, though. All right.
I'll
take your guys' advice. Where are we putting him in today, though? This one's been talked
I'm like
a lot.
around Vix. It's like a Vix level master for me.
Well, you know, that's a fair point. I actually really like Vix. Our A tier actually has pretty good models in it.
Our A tier is pretty fucking stacked.
Yeah. All right, let's put it behind Vix. Yeah, I really like Vix. I'll put it behind Vix, especially because Vix does really well against this crew, and that's our tiebreaker. Titania, just got to see her. She looks fun.
And she's super high on her.
You're not that high on her, really?
Yeah, I'm not that high on her.
I don't know. The new upgrades, if I keep reading them wrong, are really good. If I read them right, they're just good.
I think she suffers the problem with Rigel. Titania is just pretty good, and I don't know where she stacks against it. She's a little more schemy, but like she loses a lot from the original.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. She does lose a lot from the original, but she gains like a good amount.
I think Titania is going to be. I'll say A tier just because I like the fact that she's going to be a good master where you declare her and your opponent doesn't know what to expect because you can take her in 2 different ways.
You don't have the upgrades either.
Yeah, I mean, that's somewhat fair.
The upgrades, I guess we'll just say it, they give, they allow Titania to draw a line of sight from the guards, and also built in a ram and a crow. I think is what it is. Yeah, because it was either punction or like delay, which makes the Autumn Knights really good. So it's pretty decent. It's pretty fucking good, especially since Bloody Command will be coordinating attacking pretty well with them. She is majestic. She looks fabulous.
Absolutely, it's a very good dress.
It is a very fabulous dress.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the art, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Autumn Court's obviously really good, especially because that pulse is being drawn from her her Autumn Knights as well. Not that you have too much obeys in the crew, but obviously coordinated attack is going to be the big one.
Zoraida, obviously.
Yeah, second Master Zoraida. That makes it really good. Royal Escort 2 is also really good. Just moves your whole crew too. Turn 1. Is just strong as hell.
Behold Her Glory is fucking degenerate as hell.
Yeah, Behold Her Glory is degenerate.
Which ability is that again?
It's give something focus, draw 3 cards, and drop a scheme marker.
Yeah,
I forgot about that ability. I retract my I'm not being high on her. I think she's definitely at least like A tier.
Definitely
high A tier. I think I like her more than I like Nekima. So let's put her right above Nekima.
I think she's better than Nekima.
Yeah.
I'd say she's probably
land on S. I don't know if it breaks through S. I mean, I put Levy on S kind of as because I wanted to, but
You know what? We can go to S tier for this. I feel like drawing 6 cards a turn is definitely like S tier levels abilities.
I mean, you can only use that ability once.
Per model. Changelings, anyone?
Oh, right. Well, you only have so many.
Many what?
For some reason, I was thinking you removed an underbrush marker. You just don't.
No, you don't remove any underbrush markers.
You just get focused.
Changeling draw 3.
Oh my god. Yeah, alright. I'm fine putting that in S. Yeah. That's an obscene amount of cards. That's so stupid.
Yeah, so it's like, no, I remember what this model does now. S tier.
Also, just the fact that Third Law is a really good ability. Stunned just destroys a lot of models as a condition.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously not as good as her old willpower attack, but if your old willpower attack could draw line of sight through Autumn Nights, that would be a problem. Also, this is a move one, but whatever.
Old defense attack?
Defense? I don't remember. Whatever. Her old range attack.
Her old attack was defense.
Broken. Okay, I'll put it behind Levy. Above Levy, behind Levy. Above Levy. Behind Levy? Landon, just pick.
Above Levy. Levy doesn't draw 6 cards.
Levy doesn't draw 6 cards.
No, you can only have 3.
Scavengers, though. Yeah. Yeah.
Just 3 tools for the job.
And 3 tools for the job. That's close to
That's not
plus
cards. 3, though.
Yeah.
Surge triggered +3.
That is, well, that's, I think, where the 3 come from. Also, I guess he can kill for 2 cards, so that's 5 cards and 3 tools for the jobs.
You have to kill things! And if we're including other models, I got changelings for +6.
3 waifs!
There you go.
I can go +9!
Yeah,
+12 with changelings.
Alright.
12 fucking cards!
Alright, on to the next one, Pandora.
I want you greedy asshole.
Love new Pandora, I think. I don't know how high I rate her, but she seems a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's cool.
Also, fucking probably the most fabulous master now. I really love her look. She's got it. Cheating Fate with the top of your Fate deck is just a great meme. It's going to backfire every fucking time you do it, but it's a great meme.
Hey man, free cards are free cards.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't care enough about the duel. And free cards, yeah.
Yeah, well the problem is I think all of her duels you care about. But if you don't have cards...
I mean, defense is where you're going to see that a lot, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. And shockwaves and crap like that, where you're just like, yeah, throw a second card at it.
Yep.
Exposed Fears is obviously really good. Luck Thief is broken. Nefarious Pack is strong. Cards are good. I love her new attack. I mean, a lot of it comes down to it. I just love how much of a ranged killer threat she is now. Most of the time, it's going to be min 2, range 10, and then mod 4 or 5 with Touch of Madness. The problem is you can't really get that built in, but I mean, it's one of the most
hit it, you hit it.
triggers. I hate the fact that Touch of Madness is random, but it is what it is.
At random, bro.
No
Most annoying words in this game.
No Shelter here is going to be the biggest meme one ability. It's
definitely, I think, where the sauce is on this card.
Maybe. I mean, it's wonky as fuck. Pushing a model 4 is great. I don't know how much the 3 with around him being hashed is going to do. Obviously, you can just
do a lot. You push 3 models together.
That's really funny, and they're all different Hazardous terrain, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So the first one is going to be no damage, second one's 1 damage, third one's 2 damage, and then their activation damages if they haven't activated. That's hilarious. Alright, I love it. Yeah. Yeah, I really like that.
And then you have a Mysterious Emissary somewhere in there.
Also, can we just talk about the fact that she summons is stupid?
Pretty good.
It's really good.
I'm gonna actually disagree, I guess, in the field. I don't feel like she's that good, honestly.
I don't think she's that good either, but like, I don't know. I think we were talking about
stuff. She definitely is going to see a lot of play, and it's going to be a lot of conditional, which is why I think she's a good suit for A tier, which is definitely a competitive.
I think she's a B tier.
Really? I think she's going to be decently competitive, just the fact... I guess her summon is pretty conditional, having to already have stun on
I think she's B tier.
Interesting. I guess I'll take the two Neverborn's advice and do it. I really like her, but yeah, maybe. There are better models now, definitely. Where in beer?
I'm fine with putting her towards the top, but she's still.
Yeah, she's definitely an above McCabe model.
Yeah. I still am surprised.
The ultimate metric of B tier.
Yeah. All right. I'll put it below Cooper for now. I forgot that Cooper's there. I do like Cooper. This feels like a Cooper model to me. Situationally going to be really good, but most of the time you have better Neverborn models now. Way better Neverborn Masters, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very rarely going to have a niche of her own, but it'll be fun to play her. All right. Our next model is Euripides.
This is an easy one. Trash tier. Put him in bottom C.
What?
Really? You don't like him?
I don't think he looks good. I think he looks very wonky.
That gun, though, that you get to take twice and get to shoot people that are 30 inches away.
Isn't Avalanche pings of 3 unresisted damage? Did I misread Avalanche when I went through this card the first time?
Yes, it's resisted by a move duel.
Oh, okay.
A TN13 move duel.
Still a TN13 move duel you can force on a lot of things, but yeah. Much worse than my initial read.
Not that many. I mean, okay. I guess you can do it on 50 mils, but I mean, it's still within 2 of the 50 mil.
Is a really good ability for one thing.
It's nice that you're healing.
Gaze is also just really good.
But everything is based on needing rune tokens, which, okay, yes, blood markings does give you access to it on a somewhat regular basis.
But the problem is, people are just...
Yes, but you can just kill the model and they lose their rune tokens too, and Euripides models don't take a lot of hits to do it. They boom, boom, dead.
Yuri is the one that gets the rune tokens.
Yeah,
so
Euripides gets the rune tokens.
Away.
And you can only ever have 3, though.
Yeah, but...
So every activation,
No, he uses them anytime any of his models takes a flip. He just gets to discard 1 to make it. So like every time you're
I'm saying, yeah, but on his turn, you're only going to be able to use a maximum of 3. A little bit more, I guess, if you blast onto your own guys.
Sure. How many do you need to use on his turn?
I want all of them.
Also, you can use 4 in his turn, because when he uses his Old Ways abilities, he gets another 1. So.
Oh, right, because Old Ways is really strong. So actually, yeah.
But you're still whims of fading it, because 1, they may just flip 2 crap cards and you don't want to discard it.
You check your deck and just discard your weeks. And reorder them.
I don't know. It feels
No, that's actually a great point. The Old Ways is a rune token every action.
If you want it.
If you want it. Which, if you avalanche a few times just for rune tokens to heal your crew.
Like, it sounds like you're trying to say that intuition is a bad ability from the way you're talking about this. And this is better intuition in a lot of ways, I feel like.
It's more expensive intuition. I don't know. I just feel like, plus you gotta...
Intuition on almost every duel.
We're resolving before each marker's removed, create an ice pillar.
Size 4.
Wow, that's a lot of ice markers you can make.
That too. And his Etheric Gaze gun is just really good.
Absolute Zero is very good.
That too. I don't know. There's a lot of sauce in this card.
I just have
it doesn't do much though. I agree. It's like just physically, what is this model doing? Being annoying with Absolute Zero and healing your crew up with Ritual of Viscera? Like, their damage isn't great.
What's his... He has Etheric Gaze.
I mean, Etheric Gaze with 3 blasts on it, I guess, is a pretty great... Oh, no, only 2 blast max is
he's Bloody Fist, which is a perfectly solid attack. 2, 4, 5. Has Drink Blood, so he's pretty tanky. He's hard to kill, defense 6. Sure. But
yeah, I mean...
4 damage on something.
He's definitely
fine. Or, look at the top of your deck and pick the RAM.
I think this is a solid B, though. or somewhere in B.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see it doing anything like I'm excited about. You have some value engine, don't get me wrong. And healing in the crew that uses old ways is definitely nice, but I kind of agree with what Kyle said. His crew really does just die a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to kill on everything. What's
That's
it decide to?
not great. Most things have ways of ignoring hard to kill nowadays. at least
well, yeah, I guess I'm still thinking that Malifaux's a fair game.
Yeah, Malifaux's not a fair game.
Because
hard to kill, really good
hard
against
to kill
Karis.
these
She can't one shot you.
Yeah. Just kills you at the top of the next turn.
Yeah.
Or puts burning on you with the power mark.
Or has burning and resolves her ability first.
Yeah, but that means you went first, which
yes, exactly.
you don't want to do.
Right. Yeah.
Yes,
could
the fact
right.
that Etheric Gaze actually does have it built in, take it again, is good. It gets to draw the range and line of sight for that one from the Ice Pillar.
From the Ice Pillar.
Oh, that had to touch a blast marker from this action.
Yeah, you bonus action put Ice Pillar down, and then you get to take a bunch of shots through that.
That's still kind of weird, but yeah, that's fun. Fun and weird at the same time. I like it. That moves him up in B, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, we'll see.
Yeah, a lot of healing is going to be interesting. That's, I think, what's really going to sell is the Ritual of Vescera, especially because you can keep Old Waving on his turn to just do this, do a couple other abilities using Old Waves like Absolute Zero, and then get more power tokens, or Savage tokens, maybe even take an attack, and then you could do it again. And then Etheric Gaze is obviously going to be a decent ability to just use whenever. Does mean you need to use rune tokens in order to get the built-in trigger. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
I like him in B. I think he's above McCabe model because of that. I'll give him above Parker. I put him around the same vein of Pandora. You're doing interesting things and gaining models, but you're not doing anything disgusting. This isn't a fair game anymore.
Right. It's Parker tier. It's too fair to be.
We're running out of energy. We gotta pump the energy back up. All right, let's go. Dreamer, fucking weird as shit.
Dreamer great. You can draw 15 cards.
Yep.
I would say top of A tier.
Oof, I don't know if top of A tier, maybe.
I mean, he draws more cards than Titania, and you want to put him that far below Titania?
He doesn't draw it anywhere near as easily as Titania does, but he does draw that many cards.
That's true.
And he can throw out slow easily, which is pretty powerful.
No, I'm with Kyle. I think top of A is fair. I think he's definitely at least top of A. So top of A is fine.
Yes. He's not reached A. I like him actually more than I like Shook, though, so I legitimately would put him above Shook.
Top of A? Yeah.
The actual top of A. Alright, that was pretty easy. We've already talked about it. You've seen the model. Zoraida. This model, just fucking cancerous against certain crews is what I really have. I don't even know if it's that great, but definitely not bad.
To see what weird puppet stacking you can do with this list.
All right, let's just mention the most broken ability he has, which is Seal of Fate. Most crews, I'm pretty good with top of B tier. Most crews it just breaks the alpha, make Karis go early, make Tara go early. The other one it really doesn't hurt is making Hoff go early. Making McMorning go early doesn't matter that much, but it's definitely annoying for him because he won't have the corpse markers or anything else. Like, it just disrupts so many of the broken models that you're going to see Zoraida, and it's going to be good. The problem is the rest of the group model isn't that amazing. But Lost Knowledge, like fucking Lost Knowledge, man. Yeah, top of B. I think that's fine. I don't feel like we have to talk too much about it, right? Just good. Good thing does good things. Good things does good things. Any other last things you want to say about this?
No, I'm totally good with it.
Witch's Brew, really good. Pumping stats up by +1 across the board. Kind of weird.
It's good, but it's just situational. And plus it has that problem of, she has to activate before that model.
She wants to activate early almost always because she wants to use Seal of Fate and just fuck your opponent.
And there's going to be times where that's going to screw you over having to go early.
Yes, most of the time you don't want to go with her turn 1 because you won't have a marker to Lost Knowledge, so you're going to have to go with someone else, drop markers, pick them up. So, which is why I think McMorning's kind of fine against them, and also why I think McMorning's fucking best. It's so stupid. Okay, we were going to meme and literally just end
Not
right
do
here
Bayou.
because this is what I want to do to Bayou. Fuck playing Bayou. I hate it.
Fuck talking about Bayou.
This
All
is
my
why I
homies hate
wanted.
Bayou.
But let's at least go through them kind of quick.
All right.
I honestly can't even go through the pictures that great. A Brewmaster, probably one of the better ones, does some degenerate fucking shit, is good for being different.
A tier.
Just slam them where, nay?
Fucking right above Misaki.
Really, that high in A?
Yeah, probably.
I guess it does do some random degenerate shit. Fucking drunken kung fu, butterfly jump, fucking bad room brawl, can't lose poison. Yeah, okay, sure. Fucking slam him. Get Camlin above him still. I don't even know who this is. Matalkit. She has a cool robot.
Cool robot goes in B tier.
Robot, but yeah, doesn't do much.
I was told there's some fun meme things you can do with her, but yeah, pretty much it just seems like it's a fine stat card. Not great. Your gremlins, whatever. Where in B?
Other malls just so bad.
You know what? I'm gonna put her below McCabe because gremlins don't deserve to be above McCabe. Cool ant robot though. She got a mount, but above McCabe. Gaining a mount puts you above McCabe.
Oof.
It's not a horse, but it is a mount, so above McCabe for you.
Wish I could argue with this.
Ophelia. I don't play this model.
Fucking B tier. Fuck it.
Really, that high? I really actually just don't like this model. I mean, the upgrades are good, I guess. So weird things will happen. Oh right, she can actually just summon like a lot of things randomly. Yeah, she can just summon 3 totems again. It's kind of funny. Or just drop 3 scheme markers. You're right. That deserves being in. Where did you say?
B tier.
All right. Doesn't have a mount below McCabe. Below Hamlin. Above Riva. Above Riva.
That's Daw, but not Hamlin, but whatever.
Yeah, Daw. Hamlin's way higher. What is our Summer, right? Is that fat guy?
Yeah, it's Summer.
This is how much I hate Gremlins.
Summer, I think, was pretty good, so I don't know. Let's fucking like A tier him.
Really? Oh, I hate Gremlins. That could be good.
Brian played against it. He said it was good, so I don't know what that means, though.
Bayou Bash is always going to make him fucking good. Like, why is that a thing? Fucking set 7s on, like, all of his shit. A tier where? Below Nexus.
He's a Gremlin fucking bottom.
Yeah, I'm with that. Fucking bottom of A tier. Gremlins deserve.
He can be good and we don't care. Fuck Gremlins.
Don't even deserve to be rated. Ulix. Where Ulix was in the new releases, I think.
Put him right next to Summer.
You know what? Let me go grab the actual fucking link for Bayou so I can actually just show this picture on the fucking stream. Oh, back to back. Ulix Turner. The Pork Belly Protector. Yeah, he does things that are interesting-ish. Right by Summer? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Oh, I guess I kind of have to block this so you actually saw where we put Summer and Ma. And then
Can't believe we didn't just put all of Bayou in D tier and then quit.
Our last Bayou is Wong. Wong.
Wong looks really good. I think Wong's actually good. I think the others are a little mean.
Yeah, Wong's probably good. And just throw him in A tier right above Ulix.
All right, right above Ulix. All right, and then after doing all that, I'm going to close the view on this, show our great, wonderful tier list we built, and then I'm going to do the correct thing, which is...
Why is Young in D?
Who?
We put Wong above D, surely.
It hasn't happened yet on your screen.
Oh, okay.
But let's go reorganize these into how they actually should be. Zipp, you can stay. We're gonna put them back. I wanted to at least talk about them, kind of position them, but they do belong here. They belong here. This will forever be my tier list. Zipp gets some respect for being an outcast, and so does Zoraida for being a Neverborn. But honestly, I don't
Real
even like
factions.
them. I hate Gremlin so much. All right. I think
this looks right.
is honestly pretty right. We'll see some differences as we obviously learn experience, but this is for the fun hot takes. Maybe we'll revisit this right before the an errata change, and see where things ended up tournament meta. Let's just what models, what masters are you most excited to play? And if ignoring actual memes, what faction do you think you would actually switch to because of these new titles?
Dashel and Dashel.
I'm gonna have to agree with it.
Damn,
I
we
just
all
want to
play
fucking
Guild.
smash with Dashel. Smashel. There we go. That's his name. He's Smashel.
I literally bought the new Dashel after seeing Dashel, because I like the looks better.
So yeah, I want to play Smashel. I want to play Lady Pinebox.
Yeah, Lady Pinebox seems good.
Is not fun enough for me to try playing Barkus. No, not comparatively. Lady Pinebox, Smashel. I'm like not excited for any Thunders titles or like playing Thunders in general post release here. So I'm fucking done.
Yeah, honestly, that's how I actually feel about Explorers. I mean, the only interesting Explorers one to me really is Maxine. It seems like she could be some fun, and new Anya seems like she actually would be a decent amount of fun and could be really strong. We might be underrating new Anya.
Could be.
I don't really care to play new Nexus or new Jedza. They could be really good, and it's just
wouldn't care.
Not my play style.
Yeah.
My favorite, honestly, to play is going to be new Raspy. I think I'm most excited to play new Raspy. I'll probably legitimately will only play it after I lost a game in a tournament because I do think it's not like hyper competitive. But she does. I mean, I have her winter Raspy crew professionally painted. Looks amazing. I'm so excited to be able to play with that crew again, and actually like be good. Like it's not going to just be bad. Fucking Raspy hasn't been good ever, I don't think.
I'm just glad that there is now a Dashel model that I want to play because I like his character in the fluff. Like he's like dejected, like I don't want to be a bureaucrat, but I'm a bureaucrat, so I'm gonna do it, and it's like fucking great. I love that dynamic. It's like, wait, what the fuck do you mean a promotion means I have to do paperwork?
That's actually what I'm most excited about playing new Sonia for. Is I've always loved Sonia's fluff. And new Sonia actually, as we've said, is probably very good. So I'm pretty excited to play her. What faction got screwed the most?
Look what they did to my girl Asami.
Yeah, it really is 10 Thunders. 10 Thunders doesn't have a single S tier model, probably.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have anything that's an S tier. Like the closest we got was Misaki, and I definitely don't think she busts into that S tier.
No, this S tier is pretty fucking fierce. Like
yeah, I mean,
legitimately
this S tier didn't let in Insomniac Dreamer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think Levy might be the one we have the is the most
He's
confusing.
definitely the weakest S tier, I think.
I'm not entirely sold on that. I think in M2E he definitely is. There's going to be some kill ones, even like Turf War, where I think he's going to be like potentially really strong. But I think you're right. There's definitely enough.
What do you do when you declare new Horseman Levy and they're just 10 Thunders, and you're like, well, fuck.
Why is 10 Thunder so bad?
Because they have the upgrade to just turn all of the Riders' defense triggers off.
Oh, sure. I think you
just die.
You can have some healing in the crew. It's not the worst. You have healing on the scavengers and you have healing on Levy. It's not the worst.
I don't know.
Not great though. Yeah, I mean you're right. I definitely think he's a lot more situational, but I think in those situations he's going to be a huge force to be reckoned with. Also, he's the coolest fucking master in the whole thing.
I mean, he did get an S tier based on the cool factor for sure.
Yes, I won't lie. That probably is mainly it. The fact that he summons A bombs, I also think might be what puts him over. You're gonna need more models and more fucking AP on the board, and A bombs are gonna be a way to do it. And that you're summoning them next to enemy models, right? Or within range of himself, right? Because he can just bonus action himself. Oh no, he can't. Nah, they actually put another on there. So he's putting like a no heal model next to a horse, which is pretty good. I mean, the fact that it's like H bombs are situationally really good, and there is the meme where you actually summon the hollow waves because you can theoretically get some good injury stacking out, and the hollow waves action actually is pretty good, like min 3 stat 5 damage, range like 8 or something like that, right? Maybe 10. Who's ever used that ability?
No one.
And since they're targeting someone that has injured 3,
wait,
like
what ability are we talking about? The injured to damage?
hollow waves do damage equal to their injured condition.
Oh yeah, Plog uses that. You use that so that you can flip the better card for tools.
No, it's going to be legitimately like it's going to legitimately just like kill people in the new Levy crew though, where Levy can hand out injured 2, Dead Rider pulses it out. Like Wave will actually kill people with this ability. Like Levy can legitimately just hand out injured 6.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And then your Wave is on a stat 5 versus stat 0 just goes take 6. Like you can just end masters with it. It's going to be good. I'm really excited to play Levy because I also have all the horsemen because I used to play horseman Levy OG. So I will run it with all the horsemen at least once and probably a scav. But definitely dropping Mech Rider is probably the correct answer. It's what you used to do in old horseman Levy. That was because you had to hire the emissary. Yeah, so I think that's everything.
Yeah, it seems pretty exhausted.
Isn't new Levy just fun to run as an amalgam master? I'm not sold on that because he really needs. I think he really, really wants the Fate token synergies.
I think if you're not doing the rider degeneracy, like maybe you can do it with only 1 or only 2 riders, but if you're not bringing in some riders, I think you're better off just playing Levy.
Yeah, like old Levy's really fucking strong. It's one of the reasons new Levy's good is because they could just be suspecting old Levy and you just blop them with new Levy. They do different degenerate shit, whereas old Levy relies a lot more on Levy himself, and new Levy will rely on just being able to throw beaters at them. Also, just like horsemen can, cover the map is a really strong thing that they can do. Honestly, also just like taking Rusty is definitely not a bad idea in this crew. I mean, if you want a model to ride up the map, she's a pretty decent one to get put in position.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent point for Goodman. Like, what are you taking? Fucking Rusty.
And she creates a fucking pit trap marker, which you know who has Reap. Fucking goddamn, dude.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I'm in for it.
I think there's definitely some play where you actually can hire other models and just take like Dead Rider, and then probably Hooded as the 2 best riders. I mean, Webster's another decent take. I mean, you can't ride with me, her, but she will keep your riders alive when you like run into the problem with 10 Thunders, as you were talking about. I actually think that might be the correct answer on keeping riders alive. Like, it's not reses anymore. You actually have tech to keep these models alive, like a decent amount of them. They're not just like you're not just having the dead rider die because he no longer gets mana as his old upgrade.
Don't say those words. Don't say those Manos' old upgrade words.
Yeah. What other good model is in amalgam keyword? That's probably just Rusty or Miriam. I guess you also get all the versatile models in Outcast.
Yeah, you get the what do you call it? The emissary. Emissary's good.
Yeah, emissary is definitely good.
Also helps out with that healing.
Yeah, just being able to companion from one rider into another is nasty.
Oh, I just threw up, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually.
Okay, yeah, that's your other rider. You take the fucking donkey rider.
That's probably true. So, yeah, donkey rider over mech, and then you just fucking. So you literally are riding fucking M2E horseman levy. Yeah, so you'll have the healing, you'll have companion. Fucking yeah, and it kind of solves your scheme running trouble with Weary Road.
Mm-hmm. At least to an extent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty fucking nasty. Yeah, that's a really good point. You're right. That the companion is gonna be really nasty. Yannick Weller is also the other meme now. Because she got added to versatile outcast, right?
Okay. She did. I don't know if she does anything for this keyword, but you know she exists.
Being ridden up the board to do her heal and damage pulse will be pretty nice, I think.
I guess.
No, you're right. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I just think, yeah, Soul Harvest, move your riders up the board, gain pass tokens, fucking pass tokens to companion, reap a model, give Dead Rider the companion upgrade, fucking reap a model, and then just, or not give Dead Rider it, give I don't know, fucking, can you give Levy it? Can you give Master's companion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you maybe just honestly give it to Levy, but probably Pale would be the most consistent one. I don't know. I don't know. Also, we're talking about all the main riders. Oh, right. No, they didn't give Horseman to Yasunori, did they?
No.
So it is only the 4 riders. Right. For some reason, I was thinking they actually gave Horseman to a few other horsemen.
No, they were too cowardly.
They were too cowardly.
Didn't know what they really wanted out of Horseman.
Yeah, I think the fact that you're going to be able to turn 1, Revel in Death, attack a model, reap them, is going to be really strong. I guess if you're Reveling in Death, you can't really reap them anymore. So, or at least if you're getting the free attack. So you probably actually just Revel in Death and then just reap them with fucking 3 fucking reaps. Go 6 inches. And then push them into base, right?
Yep.
That's fucking nasty, dude. So nasty. So yeah, seems strong, and then you just kill him with I don't know, Pale Rider. Probably not. I forgot Pale Rider also gives injured.
Yep.
Your waves actually legitimately might be very good. Yeah, the fact that there's so much injured stacking now is actually probably going to be very strong.
Maybe that's how they decided they were okay with the riders. It's the injured synergy really telling them it's flavorful enough.
Yeah. That is gonna be nasty, dude, when you're gonna have Hooded Rider attacking a model with like 3 or 4 injured.
A model. Oh,
yeah, right. Well, no, he attacks 1 models and then black. Yeah, right. I don't know what fucking who was it? It was like Kyle, where he's just like, I don't know if Hooded Rider's all that great. It's like, what?
I mean,
it's fucking everyone within 6. Are you kidding me? It's the strongest one
the
out
hazardous,
of everyone
I
but
think,
Pale,
is also
probably.
really strong.
Hazardous is the one you're probably going with most of the time, right?
Especially with all the like movement from Reap and
it's really just Reap.
You've also got Levy's thing for masks.
Oh, right. Clear the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can be min 3 on Levy while injuring or healing or drawing cards. Yeah, you're probably not getting that many. But he gets to use all of your soul stones, so that's fun. Also, you have writer stats on everybody. Like, you're like, oh, I'm against Neverborn, who target willpower. I guess I just hire all
willpower
horses.
7 on fucking everything. Like, okay.
Okay.
The horror.
Yeah. That's fun. And you're also unimpeded on everybody, which is great. Fucks New Barcus, dude. New Barcus is gonna suck against writers. Not really, but probably maybe. Honestly, New Barcus might be able to just go in and kill riders, but we'll see.
I think Hard to Wound fucks Barcus a bit.
A lot. I think it fucks him a lot. It's so nasty. All these riders are great. You're right. The healing from the healing is going to be really strong. It's just Yep. All right. I think that's it. I'm gonna end the stream. I might respond to comments, but